Alrighty. So, when last we left off, you guys had broken into the house that the Inquisitor, with whom you have some bones to pick, is using as his quarters. And in the basement, you found a tunnel recently constructed that went into the sewers, and then from the sewers into an older series of tunnels, constructed tunnels of, strangely enough, elven architecture. Due to certain things you managed to get out of a dwarf who was a statue, but you forced him to no longer be, you managed to infer that there used to be an elven settlement here where Harrogate now stands. But that was before either of the great wars that racked Hlosterin's pre-human history.
But not directly. It actually was directly before one particular great war, the one of the dwarves. It's like just on the cusp of that. At least according to what we got from the dwarf.
Actually, I don't believe any of you have actually determined which war that dwarf died in.
Yeah, I guess we haven't. There was two.
There was two. There was the one that was predominantly in the White Wastes that led to the downfall of the Greater Dwarven civilization, and there was the one that created the Scarred Neck.
Well, it could be either.
Well, we basically need people to make history rolls on the city of Strongwater, which is actually pronounced, I can't pronounce that.
I don't have knowledge history, so...
Lindahl could, but I can't, so... That's not the right thing. There you go.
McFuckenarn?
Yes, that would be it.
Because he did say he was farming in the 210th year of that city's founding.
Mm-hmm. So by that you should be able to, assuming you're a history buff, determine which one it was.
Actually, you guys did make the necessary check to determine where McFuckenarn was. There is a small settlement that lives... There is a small dwarven settlement that lives in a much older dwarven settlement. It's on the far side from Harrogate, on the far side of that monastery where you guys went to.
Oh, right.
And yes, knowing it was the 210th year did place that as before either of the Great Wars.
Ah, wow, okay, so he was just before the first one.
Yes.
So he's old.
Old as fuck.
And the first one of the two was the White Wastes War.
And before the Dwarven Empires fell.
There's still plenty of dwarves, it's just there is not one massive dwarven kingdom that rules the entire northern wastes.
Which there should be. Curses.
There once was.
There will be again.
Right, well, for now...
I'll elect myself king if I have to.
The wall's closed behind us, right?
Yeah,
Sorta,
you
kinda.
guys came from this passage, and it no longer is.
Dorazin, could you look at the stone?
Listen, I'll look at the stone, lad, don't get me wrong. But I'll be frank here. Even dwarves can't make stone just decide to not be there. Hold on. Would this be dungeoneering or engineering?
Start with a perception.
I'm gonna check really quick that our unconscious guard is still unconscious.
That is a good question. Just a second. I need to make a fort save for him.
Well, if not, slap him some.
Hit him a bit.
Well, it's not bad if he's unconscious. We need to ask him questions, but...
Could you roll me a heal or a perception?
Assuming Fulton.
Perception is much better.
Says the cleric. That's worrisome.
I
You-
have cure spells.
Still worrisome.
I just make the flesh heal and push the thorn back out. I don't need to pull the thorn from his paw. Anyways, you go over and check him where you've stacked him in a corner where he won't get in you guys' way while you were talking to the statue. And
We're not crazy.
You find that he is feigning unconsciousness.
Make him
May as well
square.
stop, guardsman.
He continues to
Fulton
feign
is just gonna stare at
unconsciousness,
him for a
the only
minute.
sound being Garazan's fingernails scratching over the stone.
He's gonna let it sit for a minute.
Garazan,
Howdy.
you've felt at the walls, checking, feeling for anything that moved, any cracks, any little gusts coming through the wall, and you can find no seam.
Oh, great. More goddamn magic. Elves can't build anything without having to muck it up with magic. Alright, so this is a magic wall. It's seamless. No seam means it wasn't crafted by any mortal hand, so either a god came down and made this, or magic was used.
Lovely. Our unconscious friend is no longer unconscious, as much as you would like me to believe as much.
Do you want to make him more unconscious, or should we start talking to him?
I don't have any particular desire to hurt him more than we were already forced to.
Well, I didn't say hurt, I said make him more unconscious. I didn't have, to really hurt a person to do that.
Bludgeoning his head in. It's no harm whatsoever.
I'm a dwarf, we wouldn't think of it that way.
Guardsman, really, I know you are awake.
And why have you dragged me into this dank dungeon then? Have your evil ways with me?
Ha!
Not quite. Supposed to keep from panicking your friends when they awoke. But we needed someone to ask about this, considering this is in the basement of your Inquisitor's current home.
I don't know anything about the Inquisitor. I'm a member of the Guard. We just posted here.
Garazan, could you refresh my memory? What did the Inquisitor do to you?
Yeah, me specifically, or me as part of a group?
Let's start with you specifically.
Let's see. He gave me a basic interrogation. Mostly, he wasn't overly rude, but he wasn't exactly kindly. And then, when after cooperating, he threw me down a giant pit, which the fall alone would normally kill most folk. Where there was a giant pile of bones at the bottom that I landed on, and I was forced to dig my way out with some help.
So you're telling me he questioned you of your crimes, deemed you guilty, and sentenced you? Don't know why I should be talking to you, criminal.
Let's continue.
Scum.
Lindahl.
I know that reference and it's hilarious.
Lindahl,
Yep.
what did the Inquisitor do to you?
Specifics, you.
He tried to burn me alive.
There you go.
The guard remains resolute.
And because Shinalair, what did he do to you?
When I refused to submit to his mind-altering magics, he threw me into the same pit as Garazan, with no trial, questioning, or otherwise.
Yep. He at least had the good nature to question me, and I, played along with it, but no trial here either, technically speaking.
But what most concerns me is while I did not receive any of this treatment myself, I chose to take the time to speak with my Lady Ayamede. I assume you know of her, guardsman.
Heard of her? Bint of truth, right?
If one wants to look at it that way.
And that silence was the sound of Fulton having an aneurysm.
That was the sound of him restraining his sword arm.
Remember, I may not be a paladin, so I'm not restricted to not murdering, but I gotta just be nice about it.
But I spoke with Ayamede.
Because he
One
can
of
do
the few
that.
questions that I asked of her, that I asked that she please give me advice on because I had no idea how to proceed in this situation, was whether the Inquisitor was acting justly. Do you know what her response to me was? Though I'm sure you can take a guess.
Let's see here. Your heathen god decided to tell you that he needed an ass whooping. And apparently so did every other law-abiding, truth-fearing man in this city did.
My god's telling me you need an ass whooping personally, but I ain't doing anything.
The Inquisitor brings his own justice. I don't need to answer to you. What's it gonna be? You gonna stab me and leave me in this dungeon to die so you can go about your ways, or gonna bludgeon me unconscious again and just wait for me to be found? I've got nothing to say to you.
I don't know, somebody, at least someone could see reason, but evidently not.
Not a matter of seeing reason. This is what happens when people put the law above their own damn intellect. That, or he's paid extremely well. Yeah. So you want to knock him unconscious, or you got more dumb questions? Because I got all the information I needed.
Give me a moment. Go continue searching, if you would.
And nothing else to search. It's magic. Ain't my forte. Yeah, Lindahl, you want to take a look at this wall, maybe?
I've already looked at all the walls.
No, I mean, like, magically look at it.
He has been watching for magic auras.
I don't know
detect-
that. How am I supposed to know that?
Detect magic has visible cues, but
Oh, so your eyes were glowing and stuff? Okay, never mind.
That's the most
Yeah, I don't know if it does or not.
Yeah, he's been seeing nothing magical except what you guys were carrying, and various dispersing auras when he was doing those dispels earlier. Oh, hold on. I should remind a couple more things here because it's been a few weeks. The actual list here. No, not that. This bookmark. Just gonna go over the things that tangible things you guys found last time. Let's see here.
I don't know if we actually found anything to loot besides. I mean, I took some stuff off the guards, I guess.
Yes, so the stuff you guys took off the guards. There was the handy haversack one of them was carrying, which Lindahl claimed. A wand, which you, from its use, you think it casts Vision of Hell, unknown charges. The same guard was also carrying a potion bottle that's not yet been identified. Those brass knuckles you took off of the one guard, they're obviously enchanted, but as yet unidentified. And when that dwarven statue that you returned to life and then it turned into a mummy and then you interrogated it and then it crumbled to dust from the effort of having been reanimated, There was a flask of oil in amongst the dust.
None of that is rock, nor has anything to do with guns. I know nothing. Well, technically I could myself at the bottle, so fine. This is craft alchemy against it. On the bottle of knows what.
You unstopper the bottle, take a deep whiff, and immediately cry out in agony as the very strong odors waft straight out and directly into your nostril without your beard providing any filter whatsoever.
Nose hairs. Beard.
It smells acrid and flammable. In fact, it smells a lot like this whole room.
Okay, I have a thought. I'll take this highly flammable substance.
There is no bowl in that statue's hands.
Okay, I stopper it and put it away. Okay, when we find a bowl, we'll flap it in. We need to find a bowl.
Yep,
We haven't
these two.
explored over to the right yet either.
We need to head to the right. And we didn't even really explore the left either. I mean, we need to keep moving. Knock that guy unconscious already. Blunt end of your weapon. Come on. He insulted your deity, for goodness sake. Knock him out.
Not all can be followers of my lady.
Never said he had to be a follower, but he directly insulted her. That's worthy of a bonk.
Yes, well, excuse me for feeling merciful.
Not excusing you for feeling merciful, but do you really want him complaining the whole way we walk? I mean, you have to carry the poor guy.
Well, guardsman, let's leave it up to you. Are you going to cooperate if I try to move you?
Pray tell, what choice have I got?
Don't get knocked out. That's your choices.
We'll be letting you go at some point, but we have no idea where you would find a way out in this place currently, so it may not be the best idea.
Alright, we'll get him to his feet. He's still tied up, and I'd like to keep it that way, so you still gotta carry him. So, let's get going.
Picking up the guard.
Just a second. Stay sedated. Good. Leave him bloody. Leave him. And the dead one I'll leave here, but we know that he's in Lindahl's cape.
And doesn't matter,
Yeah.
he can't breathe, he's dead.
Yep.
Alright. I say we go this way again, because we only really explored, like, one tiny section.
Well, is it left or right?
Left.
I assume you'll handle moving the guard.
I'll know he's kept up.
I guess we'll head south from here.
As long as we all stay in sight of each other.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm pausing before I move.
Nice little
Lads,
end.
found a chest.
Around the corner.
Oh, good. I like boobs.
I wish it was.
Could you move Lindell for a second, please?
No.
Thank you.
Well,
We're just dogpiling on Fulton. What are you doing?
okay. How are we gonna go about this? Cause I'll bet me whiskers this thing's either trapped or cursed or both.
Then back up.
Let me examine it.
No, fair enough.
So yeah, detecting magic.
Fulton will do it from behind Lindell. Since Lindell
comment.
decided to go first.
You approach the chest. There doesn't seem to be anything magical about it. It's a somewhat cheap wooden chest with brass or hell, maybe even just untarnished copper fittings and braces.
Magic or
It doesn't have an external lock. It appears there is a lock right in the face of it, so it's an integrated lock.
well, there's no magic going on, lads. You can move. I'll see what I can do. All right, come here, you. Okay, first step, perception.
Fulton will move to
It
watch
doesn't
the
seem-
hallway they came down.
There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about it. There's no tripwires or anything. You've already determined there doesn't seem to be anything unusual about it, and there are no oozes around, so you can't identify them.
Well, I
with
was
that
going to use
engineering
engineering to
roll.
say, if there was a trap, where would I put it?
Yes, announce your checks first, please.
Sorry, I did them both, and now I can announce them, then you started grabbing them. So, the engineering was just a double check, but the dungeoneering was specifically for, if there was a trap, where would I put it in this scenario?
If there was a trap here,
Like, what's
You
the
would
most, like,
probably
logically
make it-
easy?
you would probably, I don't know, attach a grenade to the bottom of the chest and wrap its wire around the lid so that whoever opens
Look at the bottom
it
of the
sets it off.
chest.
The chest is closed. You cannot see the bottom of the chest.
I grab the chest, I push it to where I can see the
He
bottom.
means inside the chest.
Oh, okay. Well, no, it's still smart to check the bottom of the chest on the outside.
You grab the chest and it's a little heavy. You can't quite lift it just casually.
Alright, so there's a lock.
There is a lock in the face of it.
Take out the coat pistol, load the bullet, bang. Now there is not a lock.
That's a little less subtle than I thought you were going to be.
I was as
Everything
subtle as I
inside
could
is
be up
now
until I had to
wrapped.
open the lock. What do you expect me to do? Pick it with my beard?
Just
Yeah.
roll me
I
a,
like that.
just roll me a damage on that.
Let's see, hold on, I need to make sure I got this right. This is going to be an adamantine bullet.
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep track of ammo and crap.
I know.
And I have a lot of ammo to keep track of different kinds, different places for different guns.
Yep.
Right, so this is the coat pistol. You asking for the damage?
Yeah, just roll damage. Okay. When
And this is
the
an adamantine bullet, so it ignores hardness.
yep. So when the gunpowder smoke clears, there's a about half fist sized hole in the front of the chest, and
Look it up.
everybody's half deaf.
Eh.
Yeah, how
Wussies.
does the smoke clear anyway?
I inhaled it.
Slowly and filtered through Garazan's beard.
See? That's the purpose of it.
Great.
Alright, I open her up.
You open the chest. Inside, you
There's
see
a lot of gunpowder. You explode.
Inside, there is a small leather pouch sitting in one corner, a handful of random coins in another corner, and many fragments of glass sitting in the liquid that was contained in them in the middle.
Well, that's...
You appear to have shot chest open, and there was some flasks or bottles or maybe even wine bottles inside.
Well, I know alchemy. Sort of. for a sniff, see if it's familiar.
You sniff at the liquid ruin, and it just smells like water to you.
Well, no idea what it was, so moving on. And it wasn't magical, like potions, otherwise that would have gone off, or this thing is covered in anti-detection runes, I don't know.
Yeah, on
okay,
that note, we can come back and use Detect Magic now.
If you want, yeah, sure, why not? Go on in.
Magic.
You see some magical auras gently fading away. Apparently there was at least one potion bottle here. From the school of... Let me double check. From the School of Illusion.
I'm gonna guess invisibility potion.
That is probably the most common one at that school.
Yeah. So there's nothing else magical. You said there was a pouch in there?
Yes, there's a small leather pouch, and there's a few handfuls of miscellaneous coin.
Let's go, Lindahl. I'll give that a look over.
Are they modern coins?
Yeah, that's the question I was going to ask. Like, I just take a look at them and go,
Spanish doubloons? This doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it's just it's miscellaneous. It's valid Circle C coinage to the amount of about 400 gold piece.
I'll pocket that for now because that's literally pocket change for us. I'll split it later. I just split it later. Anyway, now the pouch. I'd pick that up and see what's inside, if anything.
You open it, and to your eyes, it appears to be a snuff pouch.
Glorious.
It's just white, somewhat sparkly material.
So this wasn't magical? I look at Lindahl.
Nope.
Smoke her up.
I wouldn't use snuff that's been sitting in a chest for hundreds of years, but whatever.
You're not a dwarf. Besides, this is 100 years. You see those coins? If this was hundreds of years old, they wouldn't have fresh, well, not freshly minted, but this era coinage.
Yeah, the newest one in there's only 30 years old.
I wouldn't drink stuff I wouldn't use stuff that's been sitting in there for 30 years either.
Snuff is preserved forever. So, how much snuff are we just... It's a pouch full, right?
Could you roll me an intelligence check, please?
If I was playing Belvin, I would face palm and smoke right now.
Hold on. There's a 9 for you.
Yeah, it looks like decent snuff. A little paler than you're used to, maybe, but maybe it's elvish.
That's why I'm smoking it. Discover.
Are we
You
just
stuff
now
a bit in your pipe?
imbibing anything we find in a dungeon?
It's snuff. What do you think it is?
This is not a Narcosa game. It's Pathfinder, damn it.
Listen, I have my own problems to deal with. I'm going to
Okay.
smoke this.
And now probably one more.
Yeah,
That's the
you'll
second.
start hallucinating.
What should I call this bag of... What's it?
Am I gonna do some,
Weed?
like, purge toxin spell for you?
Yeah, you like cure whatever, don't you?
So yeah,
Okay,
that
Garazin,
one-
you take a pinch from this bag, put it into your pipe, inhale deeply, and begin coughing terribly, because you have just put into your pipe 5 GP worth of diamond dust.
I smoke diamonds,
God
guys.
damn it.
he's a hustler.
I am
Okay.
truly the wealthiest of men.
Alright, how
Yeah,
much
I-
diamond dust is there now?
5 GP less.
I thought you were a gunslinger, not a rapper.
Hush you, cough, cough, cough.
Great.
I pass that to
Yes,
Fulton.
if I
Keep
could have
coughing.
that, please. Thank you.
I just smoked diamonds. That was worth it.
I don't have words.
You say between horrible blood-racked coughs.
Yes.
So
Yes,
yeah,
I do.
that wasn't a joke question. My notes on what I'm still missing are awful.
Yeah, let me check.
I have
Hey,
that
we
as
got
a
the minimal
line.
amount lost, and I got to smoke diamonds. I call that a win.
For who?
Me.
The-
Specifically, me.
The rest of the stuff I'm still missing has the word missing and a colon in front of it, except for that, which is grouped in with them, but doesn't have that line, but it's not
I'll
grouped
be right
in with
back
the
real
stuff I
quick.
got back in my notes, so I'm just...
Okay. You have found your Cloak of Resistance and Displacement, your Signet Ring, your Robe of Holding, your Dueling Rapier, your component pouch, your Necklace of Adaptation, your Bonded Ring, and still missing is your Blessed Book, your Chain Lightning Wand, your True Seeing Ointments, your Tuning Forks, your Dusty Rose Prism, your Boots of Incredible Dex, your Belt of Mighty Khan, your Mask of Vast Intelligence, and your +1 Haramaki.
Okay. Well, we should probably get back on this at some point, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got a little sidetracked by, trying to be killed. I have a slight question when we're
Maybe we'll find
home,
the Inquisitor, murder him, and he'll have the rest of my stuff. That would be convenient.
right?
Possible.
How does lockpicking work with something that's tiny? Or is it affected at all?
It shouldn't be affected at all.
Okay, because after realizing, we don't always have to shoot all the locks open. My Eidolon has some disable device skills and some thieves tools.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's not affected unless the lock is actually so small you can't get your tools into it.
Okay.
Or
In which case,
vice
I just
versa.
shrink you down. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Ali as
I am
we
back.
used to do our lockpicking. It would
That was
fly in
amazing.
and push things around until it unlocked.
That was good stuff.
She
Yeah,
had
we
a
have no way to open lock
familiar-
side scores and shooting it, so let's go.
Nope, we do.
No, we do. My Eidolon has levels in the disable device.
And you just sort of let Gorzin poke around at it, just for lulz.
Kind of?
To be fair,
Also, I kind of forgot, and you did rush ahead with I'm shooting it.
Well, that's how... I didn't know your Eidolon had the power to open locks. It's not like a conversation we've had.
true.
It hasn't come up
Anyway.
yet.
Gorzin's not going to assume, oh, clearly the flying snake beast can open locks with its little
Well,
arms.
obviously, it makes sense.
Okay,
10:01.
let's keep moving. Come on.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Everyone
technically
stay in sight of each other.
we're playing Hlosterin Inquisition now.
Kind of.
Where's Lindall gone?
Hey, he's right behind you.
Just trying to keep
Yeah.
everyone in sight.
Yeah, I was still updating my notes so they're more clear.
Just some fucking torch.
I'd like
Right.
to get my
I wouldn't
armor
do that
back
with
at
a
some
torch.
point since it negates critical hits.
Is there actually a torch there, or...?
There is only a torch sconce there.
Detect magic and a perception check.
Yeah.
Same thing.
There does not appear to be anything sinister about this torch sconce.
Mostly meant the room in
I
general.
rub my
but
beard on it. Is there a secret door?
I don't think that's how dwarves work.
I don't know either.
It's a Swiss
never
Army beard, it
explained. It's just they can know.
You wander about the room, polishing patches of mortar with your beard, and you do not find any secret openings.
Shrugs. Right then.
You've left your Eidolon behind.
God damn it.
Also Lindall.
There he is.
He'll be there.
I'm
I'm
paranoid
gonna go
about
invisible.
Has the guard said anything or done anything, or is he just hanging out on our back still? Or
He
on
has-
Fulton's?
He has been hanging about.
Alright, well, he's got that right.
I'm sure you enjoyed the show of the diamond snuff.
Still worth it. Anyway.
Smoke
question
things
now
you're
you have to
supposed
ask
to
yourself,
smoke, damn it.
How did Gorzin light it, is the question one should ask. Because,
I presumed that his pipe was already lit.
oh, well, no, I mean, not like that. I mean, like, you know, he'd have to, like, basically set the diamond on fire, and
No,
how does that work?
You inhaled
didn't. You didn't. It's fine dust, and you inhaled it while you were trying to light it.
I'll be coughing up riches for weeks.
I think you should take.
Lighting two
He
passages.
should probably take hit point damage for that, honestly.
It was only 5 GP worth of diamond dust, and it was a tiny pinch like that. I don't know. I'm dwarvish. We have tougher
There's a-
constitutions.
That's at least one non-lethal damage.
Oh yeah, I'd agree. It'd be around like 1 to 5 non-lethal, but if you want to keep track of that, that's fine.
There is a small alcove here, and inside it there is a drain, and on the ceiling above it there is also a grate that appears to come from above, it's a passage from above to below without a pipe around it.
That might be a way out if we're desperate.
Well, I'm going to be
Hopefully
sending
that's
something
not a
up that.
bathroom up there.
Really? What? You're sending something up that?
Well, I've got a tiny eidolon. Might as well do some scouting.
I'm just going to grab my e-cigarette. I'll be back in just 2 seconds.
Right out.
Up goes the snake thing, up the water spout.
Down came the lava, burning the sucker out. So isn't this a rhyme you grew up with?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. Alakirak disappears disappears up the pipe, just barely fitting through the grating. He disappears without any complaint.
Bet he smells rats.
Goes about 20-30 seconds before Shinalar, you hear him talking back in response. Well, it's horrible up here, but it is air.
Horrible. How?
I don't know the word. It's a place that even rats stay out of. Nice juicy rats.
It's a
Maybe
shit
there's some
pipe.
rats higher up.
Huh.
I'll go looking for a juicy rat higher up.
Go ahead.
It is a bathroom, isn't it?
I said shit pipe, and I was serious.
After a while, I remember the word, mistress.
Which would be?
Oubliette.
Oh, that's an oubliette. Okay, yeah.
It's still horrible. I found a rat.
Mild applause.
Darn it, I was going to applause through the microphone, but I can't press the button and do it at the same time.
Yep, that is a conundrum.
You may enjoy yourself. Return to me when you're finished.
Just hold the button with your elbow or something.
Yeah, coordinate that. Have fun.
Yeah, it's way too small of a button.
I'm not going to catch this rat, mistress. It's too big.
How big is too big?
It would take your dwarf a week to eat.
That's a big fucking rat.
That rodent is of unusual size.
Describe this rat for me, please.
It has brown fur and a bare tail, and it's the size of a large dog, and it sees me.
I think she's gonna summon it back at this point.
Poof!
Thank you, mistress.
So, you discover anything interesting?
There was a rat the size of a dog.
That is interesting. I won't lie.
It speaks common? Burn it.
Really?
No, not really. I'm just screwing with it.
You've summoned worse and you know it.
I didn't really say that.
No, anytime a Lycarak responds, Shinalar can choose to pass it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and she was at least passing along those important bits.
It was the size of a large dog, and it saw me.
What languages does it speak, if any?
As many as I do.
Oh, that's cool.
That is interesting. Well, since that's a no-go, clearly, it's full of rats and horrors, let's try this way.
That's better than my bee, which could only understand any language I could.
I have a feeling we're going to run into a large rat at some point.
Well, that direction is absolutely jack-all.
Way for getting out of sight of us.
Yeah, where have you gone?
South, just head back to the group.
Okay.
He's a pod person. Kill him.
Yeah, sure I am.
No trust. No trust.
Come on.
Okay, let's see what I got prepared to kill him with.
I guess we can take this path now, can't we?
Why the hell did I prepare Hellfire Ray?
Because it's a
lol.
Hellfire Ray.
Why wouldn't you prepare that?
Seriously.
If I'm going to cast it, I usually just do it from my ring. I don't normally prepare it. That's weird to me.
Because you don't have your ring? Oh, no, now you do.
No, yeah, he does now.
Yeah, maybe he just had it and prepared it when he didn't have his ring. I don't know.
Well, that's a cramped passage.
I can fit. Don't know about you lot.
No, you can all fit, although it is a bit of a squeeze.
Probably skinnier than the dwarf.
Screw you, stick person.
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Secret stick man.
There's a,
Yeah, that makes more sense.
there's a... Just noticed there's a VPPL error at the end of this passage. Just a sec.
Lindall cheats.
Poof. I have too much dignity to squeeze through a narrow passage.
You know, I could technically
Clearly.
throw a rock up there and then just switch places.
Yeah, magic people, whatever.
I'm invisible anyway.
He is invisible.
There's another statue in an alcove here.
Oh, we can kill this one.
This is not a dwarf.
What is it?
In the alcove here, there's a marble statue of a human man, tall and imposing, holding a mace at his side and wearing a great axe on his back. And he's mostly armored. The statue, marble, is actually wearing crude bronze plate armor, but it's badly fitted and incomplete.
3 guesses as to whether this man was actually a warrior.
I'm guessing no. I only have one more polymorph. Do you guys want to waste it on this?
Nah, we already know that this is probably going to be a false idol, let's call it.
Prisoner of war / trophy.
Yeah, basically it looks like they dressed up random peasantry or whoever was weak at the time and easily captured into supposedly impressive, trophy things. Using an old dwarf as like a dwarf lord, some random human schlub as this great warrior. I mean, even just chilling from the armor there, that isn't his armor.
No.
At best, this man's a barbarian and won't know jack crap.
I'm going to move in and examine him more closely.
Alright.
Detect magic.
He's a mud golem, he slaps you.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It's another mimic.
There
Yeah.
doesn't seem
No, the
to
floor
be
is a mimic, this
anything.
one's a golem.
There doesn't seem to be anything magical about the statue, but the piecemeal armor that he's wearing most of, there does seem to be something on it, something transmutation.
Wanna try and get it off?
Transmutation effect on his armor.
Maybe the armor is what's keeping him in his form.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I'm going to let somebody else attempt to remove it. That's work below my station.
I'm too short.
Just passing the buck, huh?
Fulton will try to get the armor off the statue.
I am of noble birth, after all.
Uh-huh.
So, the statue is wearing his breastplate, one pauldron, a round helmet, a very dirty, dented-up sabaton, one cracked greave, both full arm sets, but on the wrong arms, and one misshapen gauntlet. His other sabaton and one other pauldron are sitting on the floor at his feet.
Well, let's go in the usual pattern of taking armor off, which I don't actually know.
No.
Fulton would, because he puts armor on.
Yeah,
Yes,
Fulton
he
would
would.
just know. So you'd start at the shoulder, plate, gloves, boots. You know, just basically you work yourself inwards. It's all connected.
Alright. You start at the outside edges, remove his
Shoulder
various
pad.
pieces, and you discover, once you're down to just the breastplate, that there's actually no way to get it off. That it goes all the way around, and it seems like the marble great axe on his back actually holds the breastplate on.
I'll chip the damn axe off. It's an axe. Removing that won't kill the man.
That is true. How attached is the axe?
You would have a difficult time getting in behind the statue. It is as close to the wall as it looks.
No one here with stone to flesh or anything like that?
I just have polymorph any object.
Yeah, I don't want to waste
Depending
here.
on what level it is, I might be able to prepare it.
I think it's like 6th.
It was missing armor, though. Are we looking at this the wrong way?
Well, let's look at the pieces of armor we have taken off. And just pass one to, like, the magic people, basically. What magic
Well, okay,
is
some of
this
this armor is
specifically?
on the floor, so let's pass the armor that was on the floor over.
That's what I just did. Like, hey, see the pile of armor we have now? Let's figure out what this does.
Well, no, I mean, there was stuff that wasn't on him to begin with, and that's what Shinolair is talking about. Why don't we put that on him and see what happens?
Oh, like put it all on?
Yeah, then he has a full set.
And
Why
correctly.
not just turn him bronze? I say we first determine what exactly transmutation it is about this armor, because we have pieces of it on the floor for you guys to like hold and fondle with your magic fingers, so maybe that'll help.
Sounds wrong, thank you.
don't know what you
Everything in
do.
this game sounds wrong.
I like fondling things with my magic fingers.
Well, here, come look at the armor.
Yeah, it's on the floor, you can touch it and poke it and lick it.
Oh,
Probably
I can
shouldn't do
lick
that
it.
one.
Well, let
Yeah.
Corazon lick it.
Well, let me cast Purify Food and Drink on it first, and then I'll lick it.
It's not food, it doesn't work.
It is if you're gonna eat it.
There.
Go ahead and invoke your spellcraft.
Okay. Woohoo,
Yeah.
natural 20.
Yeah, that'll do it. It seems like this armor is there's some sort of enchantment on it that it doesn't change itself, it changes things near it, but you can't quite puzzle out the conditions under which that will happen.
Hmm.
That doesn't answer anything, god damn it.
We've gotten all of it off of him.
Everything except
You
the
have
breastplate.
everything off of him except his breastplate, which
Which
is
is
still
held in
on the
place.
statue.
And it
And
won't
we-
come off because he's a statue.
Well, it won't come
Yeah.
off
Off
because
because
the
his
specifically the
axe is holding
stone
it down.
axe is basically pinning it in place.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys feel over the statue's shoulder, and it feels like there's a hole in the breastplate made specifically for the statue's great axe to attach through.
So if we really want to try destroying it, we can get it off, but...
I could get rid of that stone axe, no problem, not really harming this guy at all, especially since there's a breastplate between him and the stone. Like, the only danger might be the small of his back might take a hit.
Fair question.
Well,
Why are we doing this?
The
He
breastplate
might turn, because he's not... The last one we had was bronze, like pure bronze covered in armor. This one's marble, only slightly covered in armor. I'm thinking the armor turns him into bronze.
Wait. The breastplate is a mechanically the breastplate is a separate item than the statue, right?
Mechanically? Yeah.
You can shake it about a bit, yes, and it's not the same material.
Okay. Grabbing the breastplate and teleporting back with it.
Smart.
Okay.
As long as it's within my maximum load, right?
Yes, it is. It's just a badly made brass breastplate.
Then I can do that.
You bamf backward a couple feet and are holding a breastplate, and the statue is now completely bare.
There we go. I got your breastplate.
Alright, what does the whole set give us? Actually, why don't we put it on him in the right order?
It's not a whole set of brass armor, by the way.
Oh,
It seems like there's a few pieces missing.
Which ones?
Let's see here. He is, even when you take all of the pieces that were on him and the couple that were on the floor, it still appears he is missing the placard, both case, and his left his left greave.
He's missing most of his pants. That's just kind of
missing
disturbing.
all of his pants.
He's a left greave. He still has the right greave,
Yeah,
so most of his pants.
Yeah, he's missing
Like
one
90% of his pants. That's like coming into work with wearing one sock.
He's missing 3/4 of his pants, and he's missing the belly plate that goes under the breastplate.
Which is all kinds of uncomfortable if you don't have that, by the way.
He's not
It's a
naked,
good thing he's
right?
a statue then.
Yep.
The statue?
He's not
The
naked, right?
The marble statue that's left
Please
there?
don't be naked.
Yeah.
It appears to be missing features.
Okay.
Oh no, they chiseled off his penis.
Looks
Poor
more
bastard.
like it was never there.
Might be an actual statue.
Yeah, this one might actually be the actual statue, though we can keep the brass armor for now, because there's something definitely going on with that. We need to look into it.
So now
Well,
we're
we
just
have
gonna
a
lug
new
around brass armor.
haversack that Lindell's carrying.
Yeah, we just shoved it in there. Problem solved.
It also fits the weight and volume limits for my robe. But
Mm-hmm. Currently, there's a body in there.
Yeah, the body's kind of taking up the room in that one.
I got 70 cubic feet of room in it.
That's
Never
not
mind,
as much
stuff it
as
in
you
your
might
cloak.
think.
Stuff bits in the cloak, stuff bit in the sack, just let's go. Because that's either clearly not a person, or whatever transformed him was disturbed.
Possibly both.
Eh. Still, if we find any more armor pieces that we think match that set, we should keep that in mind.
Yeah, it can hold 500 pounds and 70 cubic feet.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna robe it for now. Open up a part of my robe, start shoving armor in.
Sounds good.
That's got to be the weirdest looking thing.
Out of everything else these guys have seen, not really.
Oh, it's less weird than when I had a chair in there. But...
No way for Lingle. I mean, we are staying together legitimately, just not all of us can coordinate so good.
And he will teleport past the squeezy bit again.
Because, you know, that wasn't there.
No, it was not.
Perception.
Oh boy.
This chest looks identical to that last one that you blasted a hole in.
Is there a hole in it?
Exact Change.
There is not a hole in this one.
This is pretty much the same chest as the last one. It's just not.
It has not yet suffered Garazan's attentions.
Haven't we actually opened it this time?
I did actually open it. It has a lock. Let me just get my gun out.
No. Let's
Why
try
not?
this one.
I cast Hellfire Ray. No, not really.
The chest goes to hell. There's some very heavy devils.
Rock.
Do you have another way to open this?
Mundane
Make a will
locks.
save chest.
Wait, what? Back up. Your flying snake with arms can open locks.
To a degree.
And you didn't mention this because...
You seemed quite eager.
Fair enough. Alright, go for it.
Who am I to stand between a dwarf and something he can shoot?
Seriously.
Alakarak curls up on the lid of the chest, hangs upside down, inserts tools into the lock, fiddles them about. Go ahead and make your roll.
Now that's the weirdest thing I've seen today.
Hold on. Dang it. I don't think I put in the Masterworth Tools bonus.
Okay.
I'll just do +2.
Plus
It's
2.
not very complicated.
Oh, no, wait. No, it's in my mod. Okay, cool.
Alright. Okay. Elakarak 70. Let me trim that off.
I've been
Fiddles
through a
about.
few of them.
Yes.
They like to spontaneously combust sometimes.
Yep.
We're gonna need another Alakarak. He fiddles with the lock for a couple minutes before stopping. Comes down off of it, forces his little hands into the lid, and pushes it just an inch open before dropping it.
It's alright, little guy. I can open it from here. I open it.
Mistress, did anyone try opening this?
Was it already unlocked?
The last one was locked to start with, I presumed.
You never tried it.
I'm sorry. Here, let me
I
try
just
it.
assumed that... No.
I tried
Yeah,
opening it.
Yeah, he just said there was a lock in the face. He never actually said it was locked. No one tried to open it.
Well, better to have wasted our
We're
time than
great
to
at
have
this.
not. I opened the blasted thing.
You opened the unblasted thing.
Follow my gun to blast, no.
Inside, there appears to be a pair of short swords.
He's a dual wielder here.
I'll
Nobody.
pick them up. Someone look at these and tell me what they do, besides stab.
Oh, I still have detect magic running, so let's do.
It appears to be a pair of masterwork mithril short swords.
They're light but non-magical.
Well, if they're made of mithril, I can make use of that part. Meaning, you'll probably melt them down for bullets or something. So, okay, I'll just put them away on myself for now, because they're light, and I might as well carry them, because I have probably the second lowest strength. Alright, that was all that's in the chest.
Yes.
It's just weird. Oh, that wasn't there either.
No, it was not.
We're gonna get so lost.
Anyone notice the pattern, though, when things have changed?
Whenever we interact with the statues, yeah.
Yep. Well, here's another one. Let's go poke this one. Maybe this one will spout treasure out of it. Ah, we're all in the same pile. Ah, we've all become one.
Stand back and let me examine this.
So in this room, there's two bright sun rods attached to the walls, and they illuminate a beautiful jade statue. A regal-looking elf sits on a horse with an intricately braided mane. Sitting on the elf's shoulder is a small pixie-like creature, and peering out from under the lifted flap of one of the saddlebags on the horse, it appears to be a dwarven child. The base of the statue is a wide circular plinth, and on the side nearest you, there's a detailed mosaic map of Harrogeth and the surrounding countryside. Beneath the map, there is a short message in common carved into the stone. One of us does not belong here at all. Where might the other three be?
Wow, that's in modern
Huh.
common?
Yes.
The dwarf kid better not be Teb.
Just
Oh, jeez.
leaps out, grabs our shit, runs off.
No, it is a jade dwarven child.
They can't tell them apart. All they know it is Tev.
So, an elf, a dwarf, a pixie, and a horse.
One of these does not belong. Where do the other three something?
One of these things is
Not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong. I know the song too. Actually, you know what's funny is I think I know the answer to this one. Weirdly, you'd think like one of these things doesn't belong. I'd be like, oh, like the pixie, or oh, maybe the dwarf child, because you know elves hate dwarves. Yada yada. No, it's the horse. And it sounds dumb, right? But the thing here that's truly the most difference between everything on there is the horse.
No, the thing that doesn't belong is the map.
Okay, that too, but I'm thinking they're meaning more the statue than the map.
Thinking outside the box.
How about this?
More like outside the fucking game board.
Look at the statue, compare it to the plinth. Is one of them older than the other? Can we tell?
Like the statue versus the plinth?
Yeah.
It seems like this area's like this whole place is not very dusty. It seems like it's kept clean like every few months. There's no real way to tell unless you find an artist's signature somewhere.
Okay, better question. You said it was a map of Harrogeth. Is it a map of Harrogeth or Harrogel?
By your recollection of the shape of the city, it appears to be Harrogeth. There's no labels or anything, but it's, there's brownish and clayish tiles that clearly represent the general color of the rooftops, and there's the vein of blue river running through it and all that. It looks like your maps of Harrogeth.
Okay, so what is it doing in the ancient elven settlement?
Because obviously people have been through here.
Yeah,
Besides us.
the message is written in modern common too, so...
And so was then the old, and those statues from before with the dragons, those had like various, they had modern common, technically speaking, and various other things scratched out over time. This isn't exactly like an unknown area, it's just not commonly known.
What does the text say again?
One of us does not belong here at all. Where might the other three be?
Well, the pixie doesn't belong in the city of Harrogeth.
Well, there's a map, right?
Yes?
Can you like... I don't know, can you
Someone who isn't me.
Yes, please, someone who is tall. Poke the map, like, I don't know, like, poke it and
It's on
say the dwarf
plinth at
goes
at
here or
guys'
something.
It's on the plinth at you guys' knees height.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna poke a well-known dwarven settlement and say the dwarf child goes here, or something to that nature.
You push on a spot on the map, and you don't hear any sound, but you feel like you're definitely pushing the tile inward just a little bit.
Okay,
Yes.
then I'm going to poke where I parked my horses and say the horse goes here. I'm gonna go demand my money back for him not taking care of my horses, by the way.
This is by no engineer. Is this you said it had some give to it? Did it sound like more like a is this kind of like the give you'd have you put a solid wall and like morphs around you like pudding? That's magic, or is it more like an actual like click as in mechanical give? They're very distinct.
You don't hear anything, but it does feel like a distinct click, like you're pushing it down maybe twice the thickness of your fingernails, but you can definitely feel it move under your touch.
Alright then.
Follow will
support child
look at
goes
both of
there.
them and sort of shrug because he has no idea where an elf would go in Harrogeth.
Though we have this is a modern map, right?
No, but we do know where a we know where a dwarf. Yeah, so the other thing would have to be the elf.
Yeah, the horse goes there. The elf has to go with the elf capital. Like, we know where the elf capital is. It's a modern map, so elf goes here. Like,
Well, isn't it just of Harrogate?
Elf capital?
This is
Yeah,
of the
this
city.
is-
oh,
Just
just
of
of
the
Harrogate.
city. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. This. Elf.
Yes, the city and maybe
Wait,
a
we
mile
found this.
outside its walls.
We found this. The tower, the big tower in the city. That's old enough to have been there for the original city. So if we say the elf goes here, and then I click the tower.
The room fills with
Watchtower?
fire.
Ah! The biggest, oldest one, not one of the armories, like the big lookout tower thing. Because from what I remember, it seemed implied that thing was actually around even during the Elven time. Like the
So that's the
dwarf we interrogated
watchtower?
mentioned a tower, and that's the only old tower in this city.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, well, the only thing on the surface that still
Which
exists.
is, yes, the Watchtower.
Yep.
Yeah. Kick. Elf goes
Okay.
here.
You poked there. Nothing of note has happened yet.
That has to be correct. I mean, it's a modern map, so those are the places.
No chance of pixies being involved anywhere in Harrogate?
They're Fey, so not really, no. I mean, you could say it belongs in that one weird little shop. Wait, isn't it like illegal for people to walk horses around here? Or something? Like you can't have horses in the streets.
That's
Maybe I
why you
was
clicked
right,
on
maybe.
stable.
Yes, without unless you're a merchant hauling goods, you have to leave your. There's no one allowed to walk around on horses.
Yeah, but the phrase said one of these is not ideal. Is one of these. Oops, hold on.
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong.
It is not specifically the song.
I know, but it
Sure
said
it
one
is.
of these is not like one of these doesn't belong. The horse doesn't belong in the city, like from all intents and purposes. Yeah,
well,
you
the
could
stables are
technically-
in the city.
Yes, there are stables at each of the 3 main gates.
Well, in that case, we got everything right then. So what do?
Where did you find Teb?
Right
Like, he
here.
had a house in the city, right?
Yeah, the closest to a dwarven. Well, it's not really a dwarven district, but like I found him in the
Jail.
Street of a Thousand Gods. Street of a Thousand Gods is a little alleyway place.
Yes.
Yeah, but the map goes a mile outside of the city. There's actually a dwarven settlement out there. We
Yeah,
covered
there
that.
Okay, I'll
are
click
very-
that.
There are various farming settlements visible on this map.
Yeah, I'll just click the big dwarven one and go. Dwarf child goes here.
If you click the same tile again, does it come back? Can you tell?
You really can't tell. Since there's no audible sound, and since there's no audible sound, you don't know if the tiles are clicking back up after you release them.
I enjoy when we all pause and it's just the drum beat.
Well, I'm thinking I should start taking a fucking crowbar to this and using my mechanical knowledge to figure it out that way.
Rampant destruction is the best idea, yeah. No problem with that.
I'm going to pretend you sarcasm doesn't exist and take you seriously. Where's the crowbar?
In your backpack, I assume.
Yes, it is.
Maybe we should attempt this a little longer before turning to
Okay,
wild
fine. What's your
violence.
ideas then? I wasn't gonna destroy it. I was gonna see if I could find a way to get under it or something, or find some way to basically remove all the fluff and see where the triggers are.
Is there a way to get around to the other side of the statue? Like, is it really close to the wall?
You couldn't go around to the front or back, but you could crawl under the. Any of you could crawl under the horse between its legs to get on the far side of the statue.
Well, if no one else is going to volunteer, Fulton will do that, then check the other side of the plinth.
By all means.
The other side of the plinth doesn't seem to have any sorts of decorations or anything. Let's see here.
Anything on this side of the statue?
Yeah, I'm just checking. You could go ahead and search for it.
I rolled perfectly average.
Looking over the statue, you see that it is beautifully crafted. It's definitely made by someone who's worked in jade their whole life and probably made this as their very last project after hundreds of years of studying it. It's a beautiful statue, which is why you notice that there seems to be several scratches. And after a moment, you notice that they're actually like cross hatches, like X's, on the boot of the elf.
Well, that's odd. Does anyone know any significance that could come from scratches on the boot?
Scratches on the boot could mimic what it could be just sort of a cheaty hint for people who aren't very smart to remember what the passcode is. Like, you just look at the bottom of the boot, then put in what's on the boot on this. I'll take a look.
Or maybe scratching the boot is actually how you complete the puzzle.
Yeah, that too. What is at the bottom of the boot? You said a bunch of X's, yeah, but is there any like rhyme or reason to them, or just completely goddamn random?
Just random, and they're on the side of the boot, not the bottom.
They're just X's, right?
Yeah.
Any variation in the X's at all?
None that looks important.
I didn't say if it was important or not, smartass.
And that's why I said that they look as varied as anything does when you're just scrawling scratches in the wall.
I got nothing then.
It's not like scratching something is a deep calligraphic art.
Okay, I take out a coin and scratch an X in the boot where everyone else has been doing it. See if that does anything.
Okay, you will have to crawl over to Fulton's side of the statue.
Get on your hands and knees, boy.
Somehow I doubt that's happening.
Also, we'll come back over to this side because it makes it a lot less cramped.
This isn't fun.
Not supposed to be.
And a scratch.
You hear these horrible coin on chalkboard sounds as you scrape deep enough in order to actually make a mark on this jade statue, and lo, you have added your own X to the boot of this elf.
Lindal was here.
So he was. Alright, I'm doing this the hard way. I get my beard and I start poking every damn inch of this map.
Not how beards work.
Well, no, I'm doing that because I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I want to see like how much pressure does it take to push inwards.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the 40-year-old
Is the weight of the beard enough,
virgin
or do I have to actually push with actual effort?
This is like the 40-year-old virgin, only it's a guy who's never had a beard.
Lol. It's a dwarf beard, it's magical.
You start just rubbing your hand back and forth over the map, and you can feel it feels like every tile does depress under your fingers. It doesn't feel like there's only certain tiles that are meant to depress.
Okay, I press them all.
You, in sequence, just wipe your hand back and forth over the whole map.
Yeah, just... I turn it all on. They belong everywhere.
Nothing of note seems to happen.
I unpress them slowly, one at a time.
You
See if there's
don't
any kind
unpress them. Now
they
that you've
automatically?
rubbed over, they spring back up as you stop pushing on them.
Oh, okay, this is a fairly easy... Okay, cool. I push down one. Does it spring up? Yes, no. If it does, I move on to the next one. Repeat until I find one that doesn't spring up.
That will take forever.
Yes, it will. You guys got anything else to do?
Yeah,
You
I'm
noticed-
examining the landmarks on the
you
actual
rubbed
map.
your hand over all of them. They all came back up.
So there's
Okay,
no...
hold down the Dwarven Settlement one, hold down the Watchtower one, and hold down the Stables one.
Fine. I'd somehow do that.
We
I
have
can
You
help.
need to get. Yeah. It takes 3 hands to do it, but you do so. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, the only one we're doubting on is the elf one, and maybe the horse one.
Well, the elf has X's on its foot, which might be a hint. Elves used to live here, but it's no longer their city, so maybe they don't belong after they lost their war.
Yeah, so we gotta figure out where the pixie would go.
Well, there was this one little place on the map there, point to where where I got my shirt.
That was not a pixie.
Well, no, but it was an unusual creature, and they seem to kind of enjoy that space, if you get what I'm saying.
There were a lot of unusual creatures on Tottenham Curve, yes.
Yeah,
Alright, fair enough.
Whoever's,
Try that.
yeah, whoever was
Instead of
holding
the
the watchtower,
watchtower.
swap your finger to that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So the Stables, Tottenham Curve, and the Dwarven
The
Settlement.
dwarf settlement.
As you push on Tottenham Curve, you hear a very quiet click.
I wait for the fire to start calming. Should we all lift our fingers?
I suppose.
I lift my
On
finger.
3,
3,
1,
2,
2, now.
and we all lift our fingers.
Lift the fingers.
And the map slides up out of the plinth behind your retreating hands, and there seems to be a small drawer underneath it.
Don't touch.
There was only boxers down here.
Don't touch, says the dwarf who examines things by rubbing his magic beard on it.
Yes!
Detect magic
and then it's
interceptor.
hiding.
Go.
That's dirty.
I'm just seeing whether or not the thing is obviously trapped.
Hey, baby, how would you like me to rub my magic beard on you?
Probably not very much.
There's a reason dwarves have no charisma. Shush.
There does not seem to be anything sinister about this design.
Alright, I guess I'll open it then. Screw it.
Inside, you find a smooth stone bowl.
Oh, hey, one of the things we need, lads.
If we can get back to that room.
Well, it's presumed we can, so I pick it up.
I'll be right back. I need to grab something.
So I now have a smooth stone bowl. Hooray! Come on. Well, since 2 of the 4-man group, 2 excluding Corazon of its 4-man group is male, lads is just a general catch-all term at this point.
Except for when he just calls her that anyway.
Yeah, well, he's a dwarf. And she still hasn't, made it super official what she even is.
Does she need
She's
like a
not a
chainmail
dwarf.
bikini or something?
No, you
Apparently,
just gotta
yes.
say, I am an elf, and then we'll have a conversation about that. Should I say lads and lass? Would that make you feel better?
Man.
I know you want to feel included, but come on.
Someone should move Lindahl since,
I'll get him.
This is the weirdest damn passage I've seen in a bit. It's just sort of an empty room, I think. Yeah, it's just sort of an empty room. No, don't go that way. It's just an empty room. Just randomly empty. Uh-oh.
Maybe we should go put that armor back on.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Which
Damn
would be
it.
difficult after you teleported it off.
You can teleport it back on. Haven't you ever gotten dressed that way?
No.
Someone move Lindahl.
I'll get him. Oh,
no,
you're
he's on
under
top
him.
of Karaz.
Oh, god damn it.
Damn you, Lindahl.
Little bit slower, guys. I can't reveal the map while any of you are holding your token.
Right.
Well,
Oh boy.
fantastic.
Now what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Motherfucker. Back the other way. Screw it.
Someone got a pickaxe.
I'll dig my way out if I got to, but I'm gonna go back and forth until the thing fixes itself.
I've got a destruction spell. Does that count?
I can
Sort
summon
of.
another golem.
Well,
It did well
if we
before.
have to punch our way out, we will. For now, let's just go back and forth and see if we can find a rhyme to this
Flood the
reason.
chamber.
See, look, it's changed again, motherfucker.
Has it really?
I think it might have. Hold on. Maybe not.
No.
Wait, hold on. There's something different.
Doesn't look like it.
It has.
Waiting on Chino there to be here. Okay.
I'm now under you. Great.
This place was designed by mad people.
Just a second, guys.
It was designed
Yeah,
by
we'll wait.
elves.
That's what I said. You heard
That's
me.
just rude.
You haven't said you're an elf, so I feel no regret for screaming elves are fucking crazy.
It was designed by Dr. Claw.
That'd be interesting.
Mad people.
Lol.
Yeah.
Another squeeze. Come on. So our conclusion so far is this: when we fuck with statues, the universe fucks with us.
It might just be the universe fucks with us in general.
Yeah, that could just be a general, and that wasn't there. Oh, screw it.
That seems to be my experience.
Hey, look at something, guys.
That is
Really scary something. I've gonna have that.
Cobras!
In
Cobra
this
Kai.
room, a black onyx cobra statue dominates this room. It sits on a similarly black stone circular base and is coiled around an iron pedestal in the middle of the plinth. The snake statue is frozen in the moment of striking, its great hood fanned and mouth wide, displaying long fangs and horrifying rows of inner teeth leading into its detailed carved gullet. On
That's completely necessary in every way possible.
He's
Right.
creepy.
I'm gonna make a
on
quick.
the
Snake's
pedestal, directly beneath, if several feet beneath the cobra's open mouth, is a long, crystal-bladed ceremonial dagger.
You want to throw a magic at that before we start touching it?
Yeah, throwing detect magic out and doing knowledge religion for anything that has to do with cobras.
I could think of one.
The only deities and nature figures you know of that usually personify themselves with cobras also have some kind of emblemage or some kind of grotesquity. This seems like a gigantic black normal cobra. There's no markings on it that a real snake wouldn't have or anything.
Well, the
How
last thing we
about
want to
that
do
dagger?
is remove the dagger and have it animate.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. So don't touch the dagger. Throw magic at the dagger and determine whether or not the dagger is magical first. If it's a mundane
Examining
dagger,
the
then I'm gonna
dagger.
start looking for triggers.
Might as well throw a perception out too. Looking at the general room, not just the cobra.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it should be doing the same.
Cobras!
Well, I'm gonna look specifically at the cobra.
That is the wrong button. That is completely the wrong button.
See, the
I'm
cobra
gonna
hasn't
talk
eaten.
my way out of this room.
Guys, I can't stand it here. Goddamn snakes on my material plane.
Oy.
That was a stretch.
Yes, it was. Anyways, this room looks as featureless and disused as the rest of these catacombs have been. All of these statues have looked like they were just put there. They're not part of the room's decor or anything. As far as magic around this room, There is something really weird and universalist of an aura around that dagger, but there's nothing else magical around this room.
Hey, I'm not touching that dagger if I can help it.
I think Gorazon should touch the dagger.
Lindahl, if you were to try
Fuck
to...
you, I get 3 votes.
If
All
you
3
were
of
to
my
try
votes go to
to,
you touch the
uh,
dagger.
If you were to try to describe the aura on that dagger, you'd say it's universalist the long way around, as though there's a spell of every class, of every school woven into it.
That seems like a dagger I would want. I think we can deal with the giant cobra if it comes to life. I want that dagger.
Hold on. Before anyone touches that, is anyone going to volunteer to touch that besides Fulton? Because whoever's doing it is getting a protection from evil put on them first.
Can I even... Well, I was going to, but how does protection from evil work if you are evil?
I don't know. Let's find
Burns
out.
like a motherfucker.
I
Let's
know
find
I've
out.
seen an errata about that before. Let me just quickly double check.
Is Lindahl volunteering?
Well,
We might
he
discover
would know
interesting
what
things to your
happens.
character in the next 2 seconds.
I'll just be over here.
Another question, does it do anything when he has that ring on still?
Well, it just hides, it doesn't change his alignment.
Sure, but I mean, is it powerful enough of hiding?
Well, if there's an obvious visual, oh my god, I'm on fire effect when you put protection from evil on him, you can make a natural assumption there, because it doesn't do that to anyone except evil people, so...
Well, yeah, he's looking
Just
at the
depends what it
errata,
does.
but I would assume it doesn't actually work like that, because even evil casters need to cast it in order to bind demons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're under the protection of it, it protects you from others, not hurting yourself.
Like other
In
evil.
essence.
It's an anti-evil shield, not an anti-evil, like... I don't know,
Zone.
ball of fire.
Yeah, it
Yes,
creates a
it-
magical barrier around the subject. so.
Yeah, it can be cast even on evil creatures and people. The only caveat, really, is that... Where is it? Oh, pardon me. The caveat I'm looking at is only for the 3.0 version of this spell, which had a different wording for the second clause of protection from evil. It does not apply to Pathfinder anymore. So yeah, the Pathfinder protection from evil works exactly as the way it looks it does, regardless of the alignment of the target.
It's just a shield against a
Good
particular
check.
kind of alignment.
Okay,
Yeah, do you still want to be the one to touch it?
yeah, I'll totally grab it.
Okay.
Alright,
over
let's get
here.
you some protection from evil.
Be warded against evil, and you just get shifty-eyed.
Yes, protected from evil.
Yes. Wouldn't want any evil around me. No, sir.
Yeah. I totally want that dagger. That seems powerful. Now watch me get bit in the face by a magical cobra.
Yep, that's gonna suck.
Yeah,
Oh, we have
yeah,
sharp
I'll-
stuff.
I'll
We'll cut a
get-
hole.
I'm gonna draw blades here.
I got my gun out. I'm expecting this thing to come alive, start eating people.
Yeah, ditto.
Okay,
We're
so
adventurers. We know how this goes.
grabbing the dagger now.
You grab the dagger, and everything around you immediately goes silent, and there's this distant, staticky hiss in the air. Everyone around you is frozen solid, and the very light seems sluggish and like it's being encroached on by shadow.
Bard
Drop the
Blood
dagger,
Drinker,
drop
is
the
that
dagger,
you?
Drop the dagger, drop the dagger, drop the dagger, drop the dagger.
And you
Well, we're
look up.
frozen.
You look up, and you see that the snake, although it's still holding the exact pose it was, you can now see it just slightly expanding and contracting with its breath.
Oh, cool.
Slowly it starts to move and turns its head down to look at you, licking its tongue out to lick the air. It stares at you, waiting.
Well, that was unexpected. Do you speak, creature?
It does not respond.
Well, it's not biting my face off. That's a good thing.
Yet.
Do you... So, what exactly does this dagger do? Do you know?
The snake opens its cavernous jaw, yawns in your direction, and as it closes its mouth again, you hear this distant, horrible whisper.
I'm going to see if I can actually take the dagger.
You did lift the dagger up, and you're holding it now.
Oh, okay. Well, since I have it in my hands, I'm going to detect magic and spellcraft it. Since I now have more information, I can hopefully get... actually, I'm going to knowledge arcana it, so I can hopefully tease some information about what it's actually doing out.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, spellcraft will just get me its auras, which I already know.
Yes. It has a completely different set of auras now that you're holding it. In fact, there's only one aura on it now. Transmutation.
So just to recap, we entered a room with what looked like a giant onyx cobra in it. I picked up this dagger, and now everyone else seems to be moving really slow, but the cobra's moving.
Yes.
And there's a transmutation effect on it.
Yes.
I have input, but it's really slow, so it's like... what?
A lot slower than that. Also,
I'm still on the W. Okay, moving on.
It's got a time stop effect on it. That's amazing.
You taking a moment to gather that information, you notice that you can hear a distant sort of rumble, and after a few moments you realize that it's the cobra's stomach rumbling.
Well, I want to keep this dagger, so this seems like a good time to use my last polymorph any object. I'm going to try to turn it into an actual onyx cobra.
Okay.
So pretty much I'm
Already,
duplicating
Onyx
the...
Cobra, what are you accomplishing?
No, it's a living cobra. It was just moving really slowly. So pretty much I'm...
You might need to just feed it something, you know.
I don't have anything to feed it other than me. Or you. Are you volunteering? You want me to
No,
throw you into its
volunteering are
mouth?
rations.
Yeah,
The
we
food
don't
we
have
carry?
we don't have enough rations to feed a steak this size. It's going to want to eat us.
And I
Fine,
carry a ring of
someone
sustenance.
a bowl.
Yeah, I don't carry rations either. So.
Really?
I am keeping my mouth shut.
Screw it. Do what you're gonna do. I can't really have an opinion on this. I'm frozen in time.
I have a robe of sustenance. I don't. Yeah.
Put the rope assistance on him. See what happens.
I
No,
need
no,
it.
I know that doesn't work.
Well, technically he could wear it as a ring or something. Okay, I'm going to so I'm going to use polymorph any object to duplicate the effects of flesh to stone to turn it into an actual onyx cobra.
Is it a statue?
Yeah.
Just a moment.
this dagger seems really powerful. I'm taking it with me.
Turns out they only have any power when they're acting with Snake.
Probably.
Okay. You. Oh, hold on. Polymorph, is that a ray or a. Okay, it's not a ray like baleful polymorph is, it's just a. You! Polymorph!
Yeah, it's only a ray if you use it to duplicate the effects of Baleful Polymorph.
Gotcha. Okay.
Otherwise, it's a very intense eyebrow wiggle.
Actually,
You give.
I don't think it's even a ray in that case. Yeah,
Yeah, it duplicates the effects of. Anyways, you give the cobra statue a very fierce eyebrow waggling.
Ha! Told you.
And you feel your spell break across its surface and be scattered.
I have made a mistake. Nom.
Oh crap, it's got some sort of anti-magic field.
Roll a knowledge arcana. You suspect it might be a golem.
You're double fucked, son.
And it...
Golems are usually human-shaped. I'm fucked.
You are! Drop the fucking knife!
And in response to you trying to do that, you feel hostile magic come your way. Let's see here.
This is off you. I'm a golem too. Ha ha!
Do you have any spell resistance?
I don't believe I do.
Then
Because I'm a player character.
Then I need a fort save from you.
Hey, I have spell resistance.
Yeah, it's one of those things that seems like a good idea, but until you think about the implications of it.
Yeah.
Which is to say, putting spells on you becomes really fucking hard.
It's good for enemies. Like, it's good for enemies because they don't usually heal themselves, but your friends usually cast things on you, and you can't just let their spells through.
Yeah, it takes a
Far
full
got
round
around that with a
action.
slavery ring. He had a very kinky relationship with Nemithra. If you
Fort's
think
at
about
plus
it.
13, so just a sec. If that bounced back at me, I failed it.
It was not a spell turning. That was just good old flesh to stone.
What was the DC? How bad did I fail it?
You failed by 7.
You are now a statue of Lindahl.
Everyone else sees Lindahl grab the knife, and then suddenly he's about 4 feet further back, holding up his hands in a spellcasty gesture. The knife is still on the pedestal, not in Lindahl's hands, and he's a stone statue.
Well,
And his next character will be a shadow mage.
I gotta haul his heavy
I'm just
ass out.
Getting in there before you say it.
This seems to be a pattern.
Yeah, this is the second time I've been turned into something.
Gorzin, recognizing that, goes, I think he's alive, he's just not a person, per se.
At least I'm not a plate.
Yeah. This is the second time he's been turned to an inanimate object. Wow, he's got horrible fucking luck. This is what he gets for fucking around with polymorph spells all the damn time. See, this right here is why wizards always end up badly. They throw polymorph at everything they see, thinking it'll solve all their problems, and when it hits them, suddenly... So what do we do with stone?
you don't have a Lindahl statue.
Is flesh to stone a ray?
Flesh to stone is also just designated target.
Anyone here have that?
Not today, and I've used all my empty spells for that slot.
Well, he's just gonna have to be a statue for today. What about the dagger and the statue? Okay, wait, I had an idea. It's stupid, but it's an idea. She?
Yes.
Can we borrow your immortal Eidolon for a moment?
Why?
I want to have it out down this thing's neck.
You do know if it turns to stone, it doesn't come. It remains stone. She can't just call it back.
Well, I don't know if this thing turns stuff to the stone when you get eaten. I'm
Why
asking
do
for
you
the
want
scout
to throw
then.
the Eidolon down the snake's throat?
Because they obviously detailed it specifically to draw attention, so I'm thinking maybe you're supposed, like, you don't want to, but you're actually supposed to go inside of it or find a lever or something. Maybe the dagger is the obvious trap, and then, that, which looks like you're not
How
supposed to touch,
about
it is what you're
you
supposed
try
to
to
touch.
convince Akarok to go have itself be eaten?
Alcaroc, there's a rat in there. Done.
How about we try getting eaten by the snake last?
Well, what's the other idea?
Not be eaten by the snake. I like
I
that
was
one.
offering up Alcaroc because he's immortal.
You never got over the glorious freedom that you could benefit from with Nimblin, did you?
No, ever. I want him back now.
Yeah, except he's not immortal. He can be taken out of the game permanently in a number of ways, including being turned to stone.
Yeah, being turned to stone
What
does not...
happens if we have that throwing stuff down this thing's neck turn stuff to stone? It doesn't look like Lindahl got his head stuck in the thing's neck.
Look, as far as we know, that thing touched the dagger, turned him to stone. That's all we
This
know.
should actually be back
So
here.
don't touch the dagger
Yeah,
and
guys.
look inside. What?
Guys, we have a bit more of a problem than you think.
Why?
Stone to Flesh is not on the cleric spell list.
Oh. You got anything for us?
It's not on the summoner spell list either.
No.
Well, he's doomed for
The
now.
summoner spell list is more limited than you think.
The only people that get it are sorcerers and wizards, witches, and magus.
I am none of those things.
Let's go get your magus.
Let's just
I
go
think
find
it's a
him.
bit indisposed.
Here, let me just log out and...
Yeah.
I gotta find you guys in this fucking fucked up dungeon of trickery.
And I don't even know where to
Do
get
I have
the
a
hair
summon
yet.
magus spell? I mean,
To be fair...
Okay, when I last left Josephkin, he had 2 flesh to stone potions on him, so I'll just log out, bring him in, and solve this problem.
Yeah. If I remember right, I'm double checking now, but I think Flesh to Stone, a level 6 spell. I think that's too powerful for Remove Curse. What's the next step up from Remove Curse?
That's what I'm checking.
Oh no, flesh to stone is not a curse. It can be broken with a dispel.
Yeah. So yeah, a dispel if you beat the caster level check, or a limited wish can do it.
Yeah, and stone to flesh is the easy way though.
Yes.
Alright, Major Dispel is another 6th level, so I can't do that. Normal Dispel is a 3rd level. Do I have any open spots? I do have some
could
open 3rd level
summon an
slots.
Azada and have it cast a spell magic at will till it takes.
What's its caster level?
Either
13th.
there we go.
What's its casting stat?
For dispel checks?
Yeah.
I mean, I would guess it's wisdom.
Caster
because-
level is all that matters for spell checks.
Is it? Alright.
Yeah, D20
Well,
plus
it's either
caster
that
level
or-
versus 10.
I mean, it can do it
11 plus
infinitely.
caster level.
Yeah, you might as well if you want to summon on it.
I mean, I'm not sure if it can even do it on,
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, alright. Well, I got plenty of summons for the day. More than you have
You don't
spell
have anything
slots.
that can do greater dispels, do you?
I don't think so. This is already one of my highest level summons.
Yeah, you can have it out for minutes per level, right?
Yeah, I can have it up for 17 minutes right now.
Yeah, then it can be out long enough to effectively take 20 on the dispel check, so you can see if it works or not.
Yeah, why not? For reference.
Yep. What with you spamming that one earlier, I decided to put that monster on bookmark.
Yeah, it's gonna come up a lot.
Which one has lightning?
That's... Is it Dang
That's
it.
the Lillans.
It's one of the Lillans. They have very different spells.
Yes.
Oh, actually, no. Lightning bolt's on the Brolani Azada.
Right.
Lilland is the snake that has other cure magic.
Yes. All right. So
At will dispel magic. That's awesome.
that will CL13 spell magic.
I should have taken one of these when I got leadership.
DC
Not at all
is
broken.
11 plus the spells caster level. So all right, and you're summoning one?
I think I can only summon one of that level. Yeah, that's a 9th level, so yeah, I can only summon one.
Okay. And that's minutes per level, so it can, yeah. There we go, library page.
It can effectively take 20 on it. It's just a matter of how long it takes for it to roll the 20.
Yep.
Stupid onyx golem snake.
Alrighty.
My original plan was to use polymorph any object to turn it into a living snake so it could be my pet, so now I'm sad.
The sad.
This is my familiar, the giant snake.
If I
Might
was
have
going to
gotten
have a
weird
familiar,
looks.
that would be the kind that would be the thing I'd have.
This is my familiar, the 80-foot Treant.
I'm pretty sure it's not possible for me to ever have one.
Yep. Anyways, the Azada, at your direction, attempts to work its magic. Just as my wife gets home, just a second. Okay. And it takes nearly... It actually took nearly 4 minutes of trying before she actually finally managed to roll what she needed. There we go. But, Lindahl.
Ow, my face.
Last thing you knew, there was this wave of gray energy coming at you, spat from the snake's mouth, and now you're amongst everyone else, and there's a strange woman in golden armor in front of you.
That's not unusual.
You're alright then. So, you want to explain what happened?
I want that dagger. Which one of you thinks you could single-handedly kill a giant snake onyx golem?
Fulton will raise his hand.
Gorthan raises his hand too.
Chandelier is not volunteering for this.
Fuck that noise.
A little more explanation, please.
I'd appreciate it.
The dagger has a time stop effect on it. When the snake's in a time stop state right now, you pick up the dagger, you enter the time stop state with it. Unfortunately, that snake is actually a golem, so my attempts to polymorph it did not work out for me.
So anyone who uses magic to attack directly isn't going to have a good time.
Just like if you pizza when you should have French fried.
That does make it more difficult for me if I would have to be holding the dagger.
I just put it on my mouth and keep going.
Stab
Needless
it
to
with
say, that dagger is a very powerful artifact. I would like to acquire.
Well, out of the whole lot of us, assuming you can just turn me back, and assuming it doesn't just kill you instead of just turn you to stone, I'd probably have the best chance killing this thing. Is killing this thing our only option? I mean, like... Is that like...
It doesn't speak, and it's a golem. And I don't
Fair
think it's
enough.
going to let me... I don't think it's letting anybody have that dagger while it's still moving.
Here's a better question, though. Why don't we just destroy it now?
I don't know. Why don't we? Oh, wait. I'm gonna bet anything it's invincible because it's not actually in the same time badoodle we are.
Yeah, if it's
That's a
time
good turn.
stopped, it's... Yeah, if it's time stopped, it's,
Fulton
invulnerable
will
to
attempt to
damage.
scratch it with his sword.
Just gently take the tip and try to make some scratches in it.
Yes, make sure it's actually able to be affected.
You reach out with your sword and you never feel it make contact. The statue is still there, but you stopping.
Alright, yes, that is the case.
Yeah, that's... you can't damage anything that's time stopped. It's actually baked into the time stop spell.
It doesn't matter what you try to do, it just moves casually out of the way and waits for your sword to go past and then puts itself back where it was.
Okay. Okay, it would make some
Hold
room.
on.
That's
Hold
why
on.
that's why a time stop dagger is such a powerful artifact. Hopefully it's not connected to the snake. I want that.
Well, you all
Before
back up
you
and I'll-
attempt to kill it, let's see if I can do anything to improve your chances any.
Alright.
If you want, I can summon my mansion and we can rest for the day before coming back to this.
Yeah, resting doesn't do anything for me unless you want to like prepare specific spells to help me.
I have plenty that can do it already.
I'm not wizardy. I can go at any time. I never run out of fuel.
Well,
I
do
could
the
rest
Gale.
this.
Do you mind if I have the Gale just top off? She's slightly hurt.
It's got enough healing. Let's see why not.
Yeah,
I mean, if she has lots of heals
it's gonna be around for at least another 10 minutes.
Fulton needs 10 HP as well.
Yeah, just throw it around. Anyone
Yeah,
who's not
help
healed.
everyone. And then gladly dismiss it, to return to its duties.
Oh,
Back to saving the realities.
I actually have another polymorph available.
Alright, cool. So.
Well, you tried
just in
that
case.
already.
No,
Yeah, you kind of did.
I could use it as a buff.
Damn, Holy Sword only works on melee weapons.
You want to turn me into like a gigantic super dwarf and just deck this thing in the face with gun?
Make him a dwarf
yeah,
golem in shale.
I guess being a
yeah.
dwarf golem would make me immune to his bullshit, so it'd be a pure physical fight, and I think I can win that one.
Actually, is immunity to magic an extraordinary trait?
Extraordinary of golems, yeah.
Immunity to magic is supernatural.
Yeah, we've established that you only get extraordinary traits if I transform you into something.
Yeah, alright then. I'm gonna need freedom of movement from somebody. Oh wait, no, I have a ring of that. Never mind, I'm good. Because I'm not dumb.
But I could make you... Well, making you bigger would increase your damage, but decrease your 2-hit.
I'm using a touch weapon.
And would it affect his gun?
Yeah, my gun would size up with me.
Yep.
Like, you
Okay,
increase the damage dice, but wouldn't really do anything besides that.
Yeah, we could make you. I could make. If I made you large, you'd still fit in the room. So
If you want to make me large, yeah.
That
It'd be
would
interesting to
increase
make
the
everyone
gun
else-
size.
You should probably get
Make
out
me a
of his
large-sized
blast
gun
area.
rather than a medium-sized gun. The blast would get bigger, but I just aim it that
And
way.
also, would he be able to affect us once he's in the
no,
time stop?
he would be time stopped. Like we wouldn't be in the same plane. He wouldn't be able to affect us.
Okay.
So
that
whatever
might be
buffs you want to
Everything
throw
that's
at me.
fighting needs to be time stopped. Let me. So yeah, I'm going to make you large. Unfortunately, that will throw off your macros. Sorry.
And not as badly as you think. I'm
I
now
ag-
large.
I agree, not as badly as you think.
And I will go ahead and put this on you. Actually, hold on.
Ah,
Do you
super
have-
dwarf.
Do you have any deflection bonus to your AC already?
Yes, I think.
you need
Let's see.
haste?
Yes, I have a
How-
5 deflection bonus to my AC.
Alright, then that's a pointless spell. Not casting that one.
It's fine. Go through the list. We have all the time in the world.
If you cast haste on him, he doesn't need to use.
My booties.
He doesn't need to expend his boots.
Or anything else that imitates haste, like that one what's it spell?
Blessing of Fervor.
Yeah, that's the one. There's like another one that affects like one person at a time.
I
I don't know
got
if it
6
affects others.
spells in the slot still, so I can easily. No, actually 7. So yeah,
Go nuts.
let's do that.
Lay your crap on me. Okay, I'm hasted. I'm large. I'm gonna kick the crap out of this fucking thing.
I'm not sure if there is anything I can put on you. I could put Holy Aura on you, I guess, but
Guess I
Anything that increases my
put greater invis.
DR even. Turning invisible could theoretically help my AC.
Oh yeah, greater invis would actually be great. As long as it doesn't have true seeing, that's a concealment bonus and and it's flat-footed, so he has to hit its flat-footed touch AC.
La 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 la.
actually, yeah. Screw it. This will work.
If somehow this doesn't work, we're gonna feel really dumb.
Yeah, well,
Well, I can just summon my mansion and we can rest for the day. So
Yeah, it's not like we're wasting anything
Alright.
except bullets.
She's
It's the only
gonna
thing
do
you can't
that
just
as
easily
the-
get back.
Absolute last thing he does before he
yeah.
grabs
And
that.
now he needs to go pick up the thing.
Okay, pick up the damn thing.
Just a second, I'm reminding myself what Holy Aura does.
I'm gonna put it in my mouth, so
You
my guns are
probably
free to
ignore
kill.
the AC and saves because I'm pretty sure he has like a +5 resistance bonus to saves already.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yeah,
But
he does
SR
get SR25.
That's
against
helpful.
evil spells
Against
cast
evil
by evil creatures.
spells.
I'm gonna guess this
Uh,
thing's evil. Just throwing it out there.
Protection from evil.
If it's a golem, it's probably neutral.
Not all golems are neutral. There are evil ones, and there are evil
And
spells by definition. Also,
Okay. Alright. Rosen,
yes,
what are you holding in your hands?
my gun.
Your blunderbuss?
Yep,
Okay. Which hand are you picking up the knife with?
none of them. My mouth. I need 2 hands to shoot a gun. I only need 1 mouth to hold a dagger. I'm Ramboing this crap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to talk to it. I need to kill it.
Okay.
I want that dagger.
It's in my mouth, so have fun with that.
We'll sanitize it.
With fire.
That's what prestidigitation's for.
You lean down and grasp the hilt of the knife in your teeth,
Urgh.
and you can't lift your head from the pedestal.
Urgh.
And
I think you
everyone's,
can. I think you can
everyone's-
only grab it with your hand.
everyone's watching this slightly embarrassing spectacle as you growl at the knife
Grab
in
it
your
with your hand and then put it in your mouth.
Fine.
Or grab it with your hand and then put it with your pocket. I'm pretty sure. Put it in your pocket. I'm pretty sure it works as long as it's on your person.
Fair enough. Pick it up with a hand.
You grab it in a hand, and immediately everything goes silent and quiet around you. The light is very faint and flickery, as though shadows are fighting to get closer to you. And you notice that the only thing moving around is you and the breathing sides of that snake.
Howdy. I try putting the dagger in a pocket or a sheath or just not in my hand.
You move your hand to just shove it under your belt, and lift your hand away, and the dagger's still in your hand.
I try that over and over for a bit, getting more and more annoyed.
You try to
Okay, I got a
let
new plan.
go
Can I put it
of
in
the
my mouth and hold it there?
You try to let go of the knife, and your hand will not open from around it. I'll be back in just a
Motherfucker,
moment.
that's annoying. Fine, we do this the fucking hard way. Stab the knife into my fucking gun and shoot it that way.
He's gone, remember?
Back.
Oh. Alright, well, my only other plan is shoot my gun anyway.
Alrighty.
Fuck this thing, I'm shooting you. I'm gonna use the clenched fist as best I can to just sort of wrap my arm around the barrel of the gun and just suck whatever penalty you want to throw at me for doing this. This isn't like I'd understand like a great sword, yeah, you wouldn't really be able to swing that in one hand, but this is a gun, and the only real danger here is it's going to not exactly be aimed straight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a blunderbuss, so fuck aiming. Eat dicks! So I'm hasted, so I'm gonna start blowing holes in this thing.
Yeah, hold on before you start rolling dice.
Why do I imagine your character actually yelling, "Eat dicks"?
Eat
Because
dicks.
why not?
Obviously, because Dixeron is the Dwarven word for bullet.
And I just shortened it to dicks, and now everyone laughs at me, and I don't understand why.
They're always trying to get me Lucky Charms.
See?
Don't know why everyone laughs when I say that. They are trying to get me Lucky Charms.
Just waiting on my turn.
Yeah, I know.
Turns out it's immortal to everything except daggers, and now I have to spend the next 10 hours stabbing this thing.
That would actually be hilarious.
Stab, 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 stab. You gotta die sometime, son.
Right. So, here's what's happening.
Right?
A two-handed firearm used in one hand.
With the other arm supporting. I mean, it's not like I can't use that arm.
Yep.
Just can't
You-
grip.
You can go ahead and do this, and the penalty you will suffer for doing this is you do not benefit from your BAB.
Fair enough. Screw it. I'm using pure gun.
You're using pure dex to balance the gun in the crook of your elbow.
I'll take it. It's still a touch attack. It's better than nothing.
It is still a touch attack, yes. Okay, so I need you to roll initiative.
Fair enough.
Yeah, let's hope the snake doesn't have great decks.
Ah, I rolled high.
Yes, you did. Holy cow. What is that? 17 plus 9. Very nice.
Oh, it scores, and I have the highest dex in the party. I really hope I win initiative.
I the lowest in the party.
Well, you're the brick. The only reason
I
we need to
could
pick
still
you to
be
go wipe
sad
this thing
about
is
it.
because, well, it's a frickin' golem, and
Yeah,
That's not a fight you
doesn't
want.
work for you, just start stabbing it with your dagger. You'll probably
yeah,
do
so that's
better.
what I'm gonna do. If gun doesn't seem to do anything, I'm gonna turn to the dagger and go, well, fuck it. I smoked diamond and killed giant fucking cobras with a dagger.
It turns out everything from that on out was just a hallucination from the diamond dust.
I believe it.
Alright, so this is you attempting to get the first shot in. This is a surprise round, so you have only the standard action.
All I need. I'm going to shot this son of a gun.
What is your roll without BAB?
Much lower.
Minus 17.
Yeah, let's see. How am I going to go about doing that?
Just type minus 17 under misc mods.
Yeah, that would do it. Let's see. Nothing I have is affecting that. Nothing I have is affecting that.
You do have +1 for haste to make that -16.
Okay. Bang. Aw.
Oh!
Have I used my lucky hammer today? Question, have I used my lucky hammer today?
Collapsed.
I don't think I
remember you
have.
using
Let me
it.
check my notes. Today is...
I think you did use it for a save or something when
I'm
you
looking.
were
I remember it coming up.
back in the fight
might
on
have
the
used
street.
it on the save against that guy, so yeah, I got nothing, so I just... misfire. Or, well, it doesn't go off, let's call it.
Alrighty.
It's funny, if it doesn't go... Oh, I still have to mark off. Technically, it did go off, so I had to mark off a shot, so...
Yep.
Alright, its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the end of surprise round or something. I don't know.
Its turn during surprise round, yes. You spray bullets into the air and they freeze just about 10 or 15 feet away from the barrel, just hanging in the air.
Eh.
And let's see here. I need to grab a URL out of a note here.
You said they froze how many inches out of the barrel?
10 or 15 feet?
Oh, they freeze after they get a certain distance away?
Time
So I can still
stop-
shoot this thing, is my point. They don't just...
Yeah. Time
I'm only
yeah.
decorating it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, time stop just makes you move very slowly, so eventually it would get out of the field of the time stop and they'd
Yes.
slow down.
Mechanically, your bullets would reach your target if they're in range of your gun. I'm just decorating it so that you know that you're in a weird and
Gotcha.
unnatural world.
Okay, fair enough. It's surprise round, so it has an action.
Yep. Yeah, it has a standard action. You do have some spell resistance.
Yes, sir, I do. Based on whatever magic Fulton threw at me.
If it's evil.
And that's what that was. Oh, it's evil. You
It's
don't
SR
have a spell
25
resistance.
if it's evil.
All right, Rosin.
Hmm.
Will save.
Why is it always the crappy one?
Because it already used its 1-a-day fort save.
Add 2 if it's magic for a 25.
Yes.
You failed by 2.
Well, depends on
Well,
whether
yours
it's the
is
same
now.
level of
Yours was a
spell.
fort save.
No. You failed by 2. You're a zombie now.
I don't think there's any will save that does that.
Oh dear.
You start clucking like a chicken.
Sorry, I have to.
Oh, this
These
is a fear
these
effect.
These URLs are
And-
not working, so I'm just. Yeah, it's not a fear effect.
Okay, because I am technically a fighter, so I have bravery, which is... It's there.
Yep. Sorry, I can't figure out how this spell should appear in the URL, so I have to go through and find it by name in the table.
Oh, it's fine. Wait, I'm invisible. How's he shooting me?
Because you're not invisible.
Nobody
too.
actually cast that on you.
No one cast
Yeah.
greater invisibility on me?
Yes, they cast greater invisibility on you.
Yeah,
the
she
snake
did.
doesn't. The snake doesn't care.
Damn you,
yeah,
Snake.
Snake has true seeing.
Either that or it's just a snake. It smells.
Heat
Yeah,
signature,
it has
I guess.
scent, doesn't it?
Oh, if it was...
That's what snakes are doing when they stick their tongue out. They're smelling
Yeah,
the
they-
air.
Sort
Yeah,
of. It's
but
weird.
but mechanically, a snake's attacks are still based on sight, so
Yep.
he would have
This-
to have true seeing to completely ignore it. So my next character is going to be Shaylin, the Deaf Elven fighter.
You think we're all gonna die to this snake golem one by one?
Yep.
Screw that, I'm leaving if that happens.
Bye, Garazin. Christian, make a shadow mage.
Well, come on, where the devil is...
I'm waiting to figure out what the hell just happened.
You're a zombie.
Yeah, Oh, hold up. I constructed this in Hero Lab. I may be using something that isn't on the SRD yet.
What is it?
What spell from the depths of hell did you pull out?
Is it from the new Advanced Player Guide or something? Or Advanced Class Guide?
I'm trying to find the source. I'm trying to reopen Hero Lab at the moment. Come on. I just have a summary on the token because I didn't think that you guys would actually get into actual combat with this thing.
What, you didn't think Lindell would want a time stop dagger? You're nuts.
Yeah, I didn't think Lindell would want a cursed time stop dagger.
He's a time travel obsessed nut. If he wants anything
My
obsessed.
main question about the dagger is, can you turn it off? So...
Nope! And you can't put it down either.
That's fine.
Aren't I hasted? Wouldn't that be some sort of weird middle ground between super speed and not speed?
That just makes you act quicker. Doesn't speed up time.
Then I'll cast time stop. Inside of time stop.
That's a good way to break things.
Yes,
You must go deeper.
we must.
Just, go ahead and throw a bag of holding at the snake. That'll do it.
At this point.
A
I'm just waiting
portable
for
hole.
whatever it is he just cast at me to be concluded, because I don't know if I just lost the fight right there, or if nothing happens.
No, I don't think this will completely stop you. It's just going to slow you down for the moment, and then it will try and finish you off next round.
So what is it, damn it?
Oh, derp. I found why I couldn't find it. I mistyped.
What is it?
There we go. And I screwed up my notes. It doesn't require a save at all.
Whoa!
Alright.
Okay.
And to find out the actual mechanical effects, I need to open the page on dwarves.
He has a specific dwarf death cannon? What the fuck?
No. I need to look
I
up.
like that idea, though. I need to research a spell called Dwarven Death Cannon.
I think you just need a cannon and
It
put a
might not
dwarf
work
in
the
it.
way you think it does. I think I'm holding a dwarven death cannon.
No. It's gonna be a cannon that only kills dwarves. Like, you can shoot anyone else with it and it won't do anything.
Strangely specific gun.
Okay, so, Garazin.
Yes.
You feel your skin grow wrinkled and cracked, and you glance at yourself in the reflection of this crystal blade, and you look 80 years older.
Well, I was... How old was I? Like, something? 100? I'm not that old. So, 60 plus 80, so I'm just middle-aged as far as the dwarf is concerned.
Yep. You've now got -4 on all your physical stats, and no positive on your mental ones.
Okay. That's annoying, but I'll live with it.
Your turn.
Fuck you with a stick. This stick. The boomstick. Okay, let's see if I can calculate this right. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of weirdness going on about this.
Should still have -16 on everything.
Yeah, whoops, I did it wrong, so add 4 to that, sorry. I keep fucking up.
And actually another -2 because your dex is down.
Okay, so add 2 to that then.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a minus 18 total. Okay, not crazy.
Yep.
So that was my first shot. This is my rapid.
And you are including a -2. Oh yeah, rapid does include it when you check that
Yeah,
box.
it's already.
Carry
I
on.
just had to click the. Yeah. This is the haste. Yeah, haste.
How much money does the group have?
Surprisingly close to skint, actually. Like within a few grand of it between the lot of you.
Yeah, it's not very much.
Because if I was time stopped, I could steal a scroll of wish. I just need the money to cast it.
Where are you gonna find a scroll of wish to steal it?
I had to learn it somewhere. I should know a magic shop where you can
Yeah,
buy
that's
them.
everything. Those are all touch attacks and blah blah blah. There you go.
Okay. One of them landed.
Yay.
I'll assume it's at 24.
It is. Yes, it is the 2-hit of 24.
This is gonna
And
take a while.
let's see here. You did 22 damage.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. It's 6.
And yes, I couldn't find it because the first time I typed in the spell's name trying to find it, I derped and typoed and didn't notice. Go me.
Yay.
Alright. 22 damage. Its turn.
We're gonna be here a while.
Now that you're a bit older, it thinks it might have a decent advantage over you. This may or may not be correct.
Dude, if I had my other hand free, you'd already be dead. You just have all these fiddly little rules making you tougher than you actually are, you big wussy. The big worm. I'm
He's
eating with
probably
my
trying
beard.
the knife.
I'm not gonna stab it with the knife. It's a knife. The fuck is it gonna do?
Yeah, well, you're barely hitting.
I'm gonna hit even less with the knife.
You have your BAB with the knife.
Yes, with a strength of 10. That's gonna get me nowhere. It's a D4. Eh.
Considering this whole room reeks of puzzle, the knife probably comes into
Whole dungeon
play.
reeks of puzzle.
Anyway, we need to find a way to bring that with us anyway, because down the road I could remove the curse from it with a wish spell. So as long as we can get it the fuck out of here.
Okay, it can't do that to you yet. Your HP is still too high. Ah,
She's
there
just
we
gonna
go.
sit here and throw spells at me. That's the most annoying thing possible.
Yep.
Fight me, damn you!
And it intends to. But first, it needs to deal with a few of the things keeping you from being very vulnerable.
Okay, number 1, done.
Number 1,
I don't know what to do about that.
uh-huh. So, 25...
Also, damn it, I haven't been including my increased damage dice, and only one of them hit, so... I have no idea how to re-roll that, because it's a D10 instead of a D8, so... Yeah.
Oh, your damage die?
Went up by 1 category, because my size went up by 1 category, and D8s
Alright, one
become
second.
D10s.
Your
It's
weapon...
only one of them hit, so it's only one
yes,
time.
I know. And I see details such as exactly what the dice rolled when you rolled the weapon.
Magic.
Yes. GME magic. I wrote these macros so that I could do stuff like that. Anyways, your weapon rolled a 1 for damage, so just roll a d10.
Okay. I got a 6.
You increased the damage by 5.
Yay.
Let me write that down. Anyways, that's a dispel check. Anything with a caster level of 14 or lower, or at least the first greater dispel? What's the limit on that?
Oh, it started at the greater invisibility because that was the last thing cast on me, and then work its way down, I guess.
Yeah, caster level 14 or lower. That's just going to be your items.
So-
All of us have a higher caster level than that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the caster level on your Ring of Freedom of Movement?
Whatever the base caster level of a Ring of Freedom movement is. I'm looking.
Seven.
Oh,
No, there you go then.
All right. Let's see here. What else are you wearing that is magical?
What am I not wearing that isn't magical is the question. Everything on me is magical.
His magic
Pick a part of
cleaning
my
shirt.
body, it's magical.
There is the magic cleaning shirt.
Yeah, there's a magic clean shirt, there's the boots of speed, the other ring, sash, the belt, the head, the bandolier, everything on the fucking kitchen sink.
Boots of
So-
Speed are caster level 10.
Okay. There are going to be 4 things dispelled. I hope you have 4 things above your Ring of Freedom of Movement.
Like, in terms of caster level, definitely.
Yep.
go get them.
Oh, okay. Do I just pick?
No, what
no,
are the other things you
tell
have?
us what they
Yeah.
are.
Oh, boots of speed, reader protection plus 5.
Tell
the
us
meal-
what
the
they
mealback
are
clothes
with
would be
their
lower.
caster level.
With what?
With their
With
caster
their
level.
caster levels. Because that's important.
Oh.
It goes from the top down.
Yeah, it hits the highest caster level first.
Oh, okay. So
So
I
you
gotta
tell me
find the
what
highest.
they are. I will sort them over here.
Boots of speed is 10th.
Thank you.
A Ring of Protection is caster level 5, so that's not helpful.
That, even at plus 5?
Yep.
That's weird. Now it says caster must be of a level at least 3 times the bonus of the ring. So 5 times 3 is 15th. So it'd be a 15th level.
No, it's a 5th level.
That's just weird.
Yes.
I'm a 5th level character. I'm gonna make a
First-
ring of protection plus 5 just because I can.
Yeah, first line, or a Faint Abjuration caster level 5th.
Actually, I think that is only for the first level.
It has to be because right here under Forge Ring, caster must be at least level 3, at least 3 times the bonus of the ring. Like so.
So to give
how
it,
is he making
So
it?
to give it a +5 bonus, the ring has to be 15th. Either way,
Yeah,
that is above the 14 that is being dispelled. So that don't get counted. Keep going.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll find wheelback chords.
Given how cheap that is, probably really low.
No more. I can't seem to find it. Oh, there it is. Cast level 3rd on that one.
Okay.
I have a tattoo of Ant Hall.
Cast level 12th on my belt of physical might. Oh, I know it might be higher. I don't know on this one actually. This one's kind of weird also.
I'll look it up. You move on to the next one.
It's just because it's a +6 by +6. And does that mean a cast level 12th would cover that or not? Because it goes from
Yeah.
+2 to +4 to +6. So.
I'm checking.
All right. Next sesh. Sash of the War Champion, caster level 9th.
Okay. It's 3 things between it and your ring.
Endless Bandolier, caster level 9th.
Okay. And anything else?
Cloak Resistance plus 5, caster level equal to the ring, so yeah, 15. That's the same mechanic.
Yep. And the belt is 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked it up. A Ring of Protection is level 5 no matter what it is. That's just an extra. That's
So
just an extra
it's
thing.
level
to
5 no
throw
matter
on it.
what, but you have to be at 15th level to cast it regardless of its strength. If your maximum strength. That's just dumb.
A bit,
That's
it
how
sounds
magic
a
items
little
work.
unintuitive, but yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's how magic items work. The line at the top is always the caster level.
All right. So, anything else that you just
There's a
want to?
lot. I'm nowhere near done. Patience. Headband and mental prowess, cast level 12. The vest of cleanliness, cast level 1, I think. Handy haversack, so let me look at that.
The vest of cleanliness is actually third.
Third then. Handy haversack, cast level 9th. Dry load powder horn, cast level 3rd. Pearl of Sirens, cast level 8th. Let's see. It'd probably affect ammo, wouldn't it?
I beg pardon?
Would it affect ammunition? Like magic arrows or whatever?
What are you carrying?
A greater burrowing bullet?
Caster level?
I'm looking. It would, and... So give me a second to find the greater one.
Mm-hmm.
It is not showing me.
It
Here we go.
is...
Greater, take longer. 13th for a greater burrowing bullet.
Yes, because it's...
Actually, no. It's higher than that because Fulton made it, so it's whatever caster level Fulton is. He was the one who used the symbol
Yes,
of whatever.
I'm the one who cast it, yeah.
So that
Okay.
one is actually unaffected. There's this thing. Far-reaching sight, cast level 3rd. Oil of silence, cast level 5th. No, those are just special shots. They don't really count. Tracer bullet, caster level 2nd. And then there's my weapons and armor and so on. Do you want me to go through those now, or?
I am... Well, do you have any named enchantments on them, other than,
Just
your
the luck. It's a
plus
luck blade
X?
that's a warhammer, so there's the luck blade, which is just a warhammer themed blade, lucky hammer. The +1 musket, the mithril celestial plate armor +5, the +5 mithril buckler, and my +5 adamantine blunderbuss. So there's a lot.
Your luck blade is cast... Yeah, your luck hammer is cast to level 17th, and the rest of your stuff will be at least 15th.
Okay.
Okay, so...
I have a lot of stuff. I'm like a warrior equivalent. I'm dependent upon this stuff.
Yep. And that means...
Well, I'm going to lose this fight completely just because magic is broken. Alright then. Also because of this fucking dagger.
Alright, and how long are these things deactivated?
The question is how many and how long and how the hell does it turn off everything at once? With no saves.
Alrighty. For 3 rounds, these items' powers are completely suppressed. Your sash, your boots, your belt, and your headband.
So we got literally the best possible combination. God fucking damn it. I'm just gonna fight defensively for 3 goddamn rounds, I guess.
He was aiming to dispel your ring.
I don't care. That's not how it works.
He wanted to grab you. You made it
D4
lucky.
rounds of crushing you to death is exactly what he wants to do.
Well, you don't get to do that. We'll have to sit here awkwardly for D4 rounds.
Stab at it with the dagger.
I am serious. It's a waste of time, but I'm gonna. It's not gonna do anything. I swear to God, it's not gonna do a damn thing. It's gonna do a D4 of no damage because of DR. Maybe it'll get straight through DR, no problem, but it'll do squat.
Speaking of, it's your turn.
I stab him with the dagger. I miss.
Roll your 2-hit.
There's no way I'm hitting this guy.
Critical hit with the dagger. Let's do it. We don't know what properties the dagger has other than time stop. It might be really powerful.
The thing is, I have a plus 18, and this thing's a golem. It's gonna have decent AC.
You hit it. Roll damage.
Dear Christ. Okay, here's a D4.
Yes, it is a D4.
There's 4 damage. Yeah, I did the most possible damage possible with the dagger. It's a dagger. So we just DR'd this.
Okay.
I still have the rest of my turn, I guess.
You have a move action.
I
Can't stab it more than one time?
I could full attack hit. Waste of time
You
as that
could full
is.
attack with your dagger.
So I'm gonna full attack with my dagger. How many arrows do I have? I have one. Alright, just repeatedly poke it with a sharp stick.
Okay. You hit it 1 time in total. That was with the initial attack.
Okay. Jab, 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 jab.
Yep. Just a second. It's making a save. It looks like it is frozen in place. Your turn.
Jab, 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 jab.
Magic
Fine,
dagger
screw
with
it.
magic.
Yeah, that's. I need to get this thing out of here, gather enough money to cast Wish, get my spell book back, and remove the curse from it.
Stab, 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 stab. One of those was a nat 20, but it's a golem, so it doesn't matter.
You manage to land 1 actual blow on it. It appears to be frozen. Your turn.
This is gonna take for goddamn ever.
Ad nauseum.
Yeah, that would be.
Pardon me. It actually made it. It actually naturaled its save. Rolled a 20. Pardon me. It is not frozen. It is quite insulted that you managed to freeze it in time for 1 round.
Okay, I'm just keeping track of how long till I can use my gun again. Alright,
Yep.
go on.
It is its turn, and it can't do that. It can't do that.
This is going to be the slowest death ever.
Ironically,
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Ironically, everything is going to happen in the time that it takes your friends to blink.
They blink, and all of a sudden I'm standing there, like, dripping with blood, holding a dagger, like, just shaking.
it
8
would only be your
hours
blood,
of stabbing!
Okay. I need to check.
It's like an invisibility ring, only a million times better.
I need to just lay down some damage on you right now. So make a will save.
Okay.
Yes, it's against a spell. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
if it's magic. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, you succeeded, so you get to halve this damage. Oh, this maxes out at 15, doesn't it? Yes, it maxes out at 15. Take yourself 13 from an inflict serious.
Ow.
Your turn.
Stab, 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 stab.
Okay.
One of those was the last one. There was a natural 20, so auto hit. It's on a crit.
Mm-hmm. It appears to be frozen.
Well, how many hits was that?
You feel like you landed 2 blows there.
I need to roll damage, I presume.
Not really, actually.
Okay. Stab, 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 stab.
Drool drips from its open mouth, but otherwise it does not move. Your turn.
Stab, 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 stab. We're gonna be here a while, people. Stab, 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 stab.
And Rosin dies of old age.
somehow. Maybe this was better for Fulton to be doing.
Rosin dies of starvation while fighting the snake.
And
Well, I'm
it's
taking
moving
chunks
again.
off, so I can just eat the chunks.
It makes some... No, it's its turn now.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm keeping those rolls.
So wait, you're gonna eat chunks of the golem?
Oh, yeah, it's a
It's a
golem,
dwarf
isn't it? I thought it was
still,
alive.
right?
It's breathing, isn't it?
It's a golem.
It's a flesh golem?
It looks like it's breathing. By
Shut
design.
off. Fine.
It's still made of onyx.
Well, I've got rations. I'll be okay. Well, anyway, it has its turn because it's made its
Yes.
save.
It has its turn, and it is
It's actually
striking you.
been... I think the dispel thing is worn off.
Yeah.
Yes, it will have now. However, it is... What's the spell again? I just want to double
She's going to
check.
spend every turn trying to dispel me. I'm going to spend every turn just stun locking it.
No, it's not spending every time trying to dispel you.
I think we did inflict serious a second ago.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
they'll alternate.
It does have to beat spell resistance at least now. Continually. Every time. It could fail. Maybe.
It's not evil. Nor is the spell that it's casting. Anyway, the spell that it casts is Sands of Time.
Can you stop
Rosin,
that?
You are very old.
I swear to God, there has to be... Is there no touch attack? Is there no nothing? It's just you lose?
Save throw? None. Spell resistance? Yes, but it's not an evil creature.
There's no touch attack in there?
Well, no, not when it's a reach Sands of Time.
That is broken as all fuck. Alright then.
This is why I have
No,
spell resistance on my armor.
That is legitimately completely broken.
No, reach spells still require a ranged touch attack to hit.
Son of a bitch.
Even
Make
a
her
reach. Yeah, even a reach spell, even a spell that doesn't normally require touch that's still within personal range requires the a touch attack to hit when you make it reach.
Alrighty then.
Roll twice, you piece of crap. Once for the one that was affecting me this whole fight, the other one for this one.
So, your touch AC is...
25. Not great, but better than anyone else in the party, probably.
It's better than mine, that's for sure.
No, I believe that.
I have a 17.
Yeah, I said probably the
Actually-
best, even though it's not that good.
Actually, mine is pretty decent.
Mm. Oh, it's when your shield goes up, right? When it goes up plus 9.
Because
Yeah,
I
Actually,
that's
wanted
right.
that.
Actually, sorry, it's spells that require a melee touch attack now require a ranged touch attack, but ranged touch means it requires a ranged touch attack when you're using it as an attack.
Right?
So unless that thing doesn't require a melee touch attack to work,
No,
it
no,
requires
it
it requires a touch.
then you need to make a ranged touch.
All right, here is its ranged touch.
You miss. You miss harder.
does. He double missed. That was a critical miss.
Snake
I was
is
never
older.
old to begin with. I'm perfectly hale and hearty. I headbutt this thing to the floor.
Maybe not.
Your turn.
Also, he's got a dagger in hand, and that
Stab,
thing making.
stab, 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 stab.
Actually, also he's in. He's within attack of opportunity range, and that guy's making a ranged attack.
Stab. Stab.
Stabbing for everyone.
Alrighty. The moment. All right. It is resisting more routinely the effects of the knife. All right. It does have one more trick in its book, but then it needs to start repeating itself.
And thus the eternal fight between snake and dwarf began.
Oh,
It's a good thing we're time stopped, or we'd all be old men by the end of it.
I'm more apt to believe that that's actually an eternal struggle than the struggle between octopus and squid that Nintendo's trying to sell me.
I thought it was shark and octopus.
Yeah, and for their Splatoon game, the single player campaign's Octopus versus Squid, and they're playing that up as being an eternal battle. I'm like, I've never heard of Octopus versus Squid being a thing before Nintendo.
Yeah, that's weird.
They don't even live at the same ocean depths.
Because they hate each other so much.
That must be it.
Clearly. The Great War.
The eternal struggle between octopus and squid begins anew.
Yeah, no, never heard of that one.
I could see where they get it from, I guess, because they're kind of similar, but
Different, yeah.
All right, so. Oh no, wait. This is not that. I need the combat page. Is this only this? If they're not paying attention, is this maneuver? They are. There we go.
Like, this thing, what worries me is this is a golem, probably has around like 200 HP or some nonsense, and I'm using a D4. It'll be here a while.
Can't you start shooting it again here?
I still don't have that other hand. I'm still gonna miss 90% of the time.
Okay.
I might do more damage, theoretically, but this thing can stun lock it, so it's just this weird...
But aren't you doing no damage?
I don't know if I am doing damage,
Yeah, I think it might be doing no damage, but just stun locking it.
theoretically.
I need you to make an attack of opportunity because it is trying something. And I don't know why you not take the attack of opportunity.
Poke.
And unfortunately, it's saved against being stun locked. So it is making. This is against your combat maneuver defense.
Okay.
It's actually not as great of odds as the snake would like.
No, it's not.
especially not when he's larger.
No, it's not. Yeah.
It's
I
not
know
a,
something the snake doesn't.
It's not a grapple, and it's not a trip.
That's fine.
The snake's head darts forward, its tongue lashes out.
And fails to do anything because I have a CMD of 42. Fuck you, I headbutt you.
And it fails to take your gun.
Fuck you, my gun.
Your turn.
It's gonna disarm
Fine, you
him
want
with
the
its
gun?
tongue.
Use the gun.
Your bullets bounce off of its scales. And again. And again.
This is a touch. What the hell?
I know it's a touch.
Absolutely goddamn nowhere.
Its touch AC is as good as yours.
We're gonna never kill each other.
But yeah, you can't drop the dagger.
You
I
cut
don't
off
know
the
why
hand.
that is.
You shoot off the hand. That'll work. We can reattach it, right?
I need the hand to aim,
Try and put it back on the altar.
but I can't drop it.
You
I
haven't
shoot
tried
a
to drop
bunch,
it
do
on
nothing.
the altar.
Yeah, you might be able to if you put it back on the
Yeah,
altar,
that might not be a bad idea. Because you're not getting anywhere.
I
I'll
say
try
we
next
rest,
turn.
buff up Fulton, and have him kill it with the dagger.
Your
I'll
last
try
shot.
that next turn, tell you what. But
Or
my
I
shooting
could
is
just,
done.
I could just use my sword in the other hand.
Well, then you don't have a shield.
The
All
shield
of
still
your-
gets the Vindicator bonus, even if it's only on my back. So,
Well, that's neat. Whatever you want to do, man.
All of your shots fail to connect. The snake tries to take your gun again.
Okay. Keep in mind, he doesn't get a larger than me bonus.
I know he doesn't.
Alright. Failed by 2 because I got a bigger CMD. Because that's my CMD. When I am smaller, it goes up.
Okay, by how much did it go up?
1. I beat him by 1. I feel proud of myself. Shut up.
Alrighty. Your turn.
I tried to put the fucking knife on the goddamn, pedestal thing. Just drop it
Okay.
back where it goes.
You dive forward, place the knife on the altar, and everything around you starts moving again except the snake.
Like this massive sigh of annoyance. I look to my allies. That was a trial. Alright. At least I figured out what it does. Here's the lowdown.
You
That
have
thing-
no idea what spells it unleashed on you.
I don't know, but I know that the dagger stun locked the damn thing.
Yes.
And I know I can't drop the... Okay, here's basically what I know. When you pick up the dagger, you can't drop it, except back where it is right now. That's all you can do. You can't ever let go of it, put it on your body. It has to be in your hand. Second, if you hit the thing with the dagger, while I'm not sure I was able to damage it because I don't have that kind of training, it occasionally keeps it from doing anything. It's like, I don't know, it curses them or something. Only for a quick moment, but it's enough to get some more hits in. So whoever here is the most physically capable, looking at Fulton, you can use the dagger and just stun lock it or use your sword, whatever you want, but it's tougher than it looks, and I need 2 hands to shoot. That's my contribution. Contribution. Now I'm gonna go sit in a corner and smoke.
Okay, I say we rest for the night and have Fulton try to kill it in the morning.
what
Fair
time was
enough.
it when we came down here, actually?
It was mid-morning. By
Yeah,
the
it was like
time you guys
mid-morning, 'cause we
found
did it,
the
first thing in the
Inquisitor's
morning.
quarters.
Yeah, it
Right.
doesn't- my mansion lasts for a long time. We can just wait there till we can prepare our spells anyway.
Alright, open her up.
There's we can't move forward unless there's some other puzzle in this room other than killing the damn snake. So
Yeah, so
Now that I think about it, what would happen if we left the guard in your mansion? Tied up still, but somewhere.
I actually have a prison in my mansion, so it's fine. It's up by my room.
What, you keep a dungeon in your own portable house? Knew you guys were evil sons of bitches. The
Have
guard
to have
who's been
someplace
here
to
the
put
whole
people.
time pipes up.
Okay, so, just a second.
Why don't we just give guard the dagger and let him deal with it?
I like that plan.
Because I'd rather not see him dead.
Oh, you're so picky.
I'm on Fulton's side for this one. We probably shouldn't kill the guy just yet.
Just yet?
Well, you know, if he gets away, pulls a gun on us, and tries killing us, then you probably should kill him. Or if he's about to escape and warn, you know, evil make evil doing of our about to approach, yeah, if it's either that or let him get away, go for the head.
There's my door.
Into the mansion.
So yeah, there's actually a prison up on the top up on the top floor that I've actually mentioned and used in earlier sessions. So we'll throw him in there, and I'll undump the dead guard into the same cell as him because I'm just that kind of asshole.
No, you will not.
Yes, I will. You want to try to stop me? You can go ahead. I don't want to carry it around anymore. I don't get another place to put a
Fulton
body.
does not have a problem with you dropping off the dead body somewhere, but don't do it in the same cell. He's not supposed to know he's dead.
We're gonna raise him anyway.
Well, like,
Sure,
yeah,
but
we
we
can
might as well
communicate
keep
that
it
to
a
them, but
secret.
Fine,
I'd
I will dump the body into the cell next to him. Although he saw me shove him into a bag of holding.
so
No,
we
he
can
was
assume.
unconscious at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, we're managing to keep it secret so far. Just that
Where were you carrying him? Who knows?
Why do you
magic.
care? Magic. Just put the dead body in a room we're not going to use.
Okay, I'll shove it in. I'll shove it into the cell next to him.
Can you see the cell next to him?
No.
Yeah,
Stone
there you
walls.
go.
There's 3 cells up there with stone walls between them, and they're right next to my room, which is across from them.
Alright, okay, just put him in like a cell or 2 over and you'll be fine.
Well,
But
would
mostly, my
would you
question was
happen
about.
to have gentle repose prepared?
I know I did prepare it at some point in one of these sessions. I don't think I have it right now.
You have an open spell slot level 2 or higher?
Level 2 or higher, I do. Yeah, I have level 2 empty spell slots, so I can go ahead and just repair it.
I'm just gonna put that out into the air before the scent of the body does.
Yeah, gentle repose is always a good idea.
Yeah, once I get my suit. So yeah, I can prepare spells next time before we go out for this, so this will be great. Unless anybody has an idea for this puzzle room other than just killing the snake.
Well, it could involve taking the dagger elsewhere, but I
That
don't
would
really
be
know
gentle
past that.
repose, but, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to need to keep mental record of where this place is so I can greater teleport back later when I can cast Wish on the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to know it's like coordinates or something, and we're not sure whether or not the actual like structure is actually moving or just like shifting slightly.
We know where the actual entrance to the place is. I can come back and stumble around later. It's not like I can't teleport out of here.
Alright, so our guard corpse will be perfectly preserved for 17 days.
Alright. Perfectly preserved
Perfect.
dead guy.
Not,
'Cause-
you know,
Yeah,
not
because
creepy at all.
time stop dagger would be super useful.
Let me just check a
Creepy.
few things really quick
Creepy
here.
would be if you put him on top of that kitchen table and just left him there.
That's how you get people to think we're evil.
Yeah, we wouldn't want anyone to think any one of us is evil. That would be bad.
Yeah.
No evil people here, I tells you.
No attention to the man who's going behind this curtain.
Pay no attention to the man who has an underground lair hidden somewhere.
Ball.
Alrighty, so
Yeah, just checking something really quick.
I'm going to kidnap the prince and hold the kingdom of Hlosterin hostage for 100 million gold.
Okay, I need to check something. Is there any way I can tell how many hit dice something has? Like our captive guardsman here.
Heal check will give you his general well-being.
I mean, his hit die is total.
The only way I can think to do that would be cast a spell that's reliant upon hit dice.
No, knowledge local. He's
knowledge local.
He's a creature, he's humanoid, knowledge local.
And I think
I
knowledge
don't have
local
that.
is also one of the things you use to determine what classes someone may have training in.
Could you make knowledge
I'll
local check for me?
I'll knowledge local him.
Thank you.
DC is 15 plus his challenge rating, so...
Okay. And yes, this guard who was one of the crossbowmen, I remind you, the one who got bit to death and poisoned by those spiders before they suffered.
I mean the living one.
The living one?
Yes.
He's either Punchy McGee or Casty McGee. I forget which.
Cassie, I believe.
Okay, it's Casty McGee with the wands.
Mm-hmm. Casty McGee here appears to have some aptitude in sorcery, and does not have in excess of 15 hit dice.
Okay.
Oh shit, he's a sorcerer. We need to, bind, gag him, possibly break his hands, and set him on fire.
Well, that rules out symbol of sleep, unfortunately.
Well, he's already bound, but I'm not sure what else I could do, because sorcerers are tricky bastards. They can just have spells, so there's no preparing there, they just have them.
No, it's fine. We'll throw him in my cell. If he tries anything, I can revoke his invitation to the mansion, and then he's stuck out in that room with the snake.
Oh, we gotta go back there.
I'm just looking for things that can make him comfortable.
Here's a pillow.
Unconsciousness is comfortable.
Yeah, that's
That
really
was why I
comfortable.
was looking at Symbol of Sleep at first. I was going to cast Hero's Feast on him and put Symbol of Sleep.
Well, I could knock him out with a fleshworm infestation.
I could just whack him with my gun.
You realize what I'm trying to do here, right?
No, I don't.
Could throw him into the cell with a dazing wall of fire.
That'll do it.
Fulton is still good.
So am I. I never said,
Lies.
torture the guy. Just, if you want him out, knock him out.
Could just keep coming back and throwing him in a maze.
You could use Dominate Person on him and tell him to sleep.
These are all excellent ideas. And
Feed
how
him sleeping
about-
potion.
How about we talk them over while Lyndall prepares his spells next session?
Sounds good.
That'll work.
Ay.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
be seeing you
a
all
little
next time
weird.
then. Well, at least we're making progress. Slow as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just remind me to mark this place on my mental map so I can come back later.
Yep.
Because that dagger would be super useful if I could remove the curse from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just think of I could scout around maps completely invulnerable and come back with intel or steal crap or...
Or could just, catch you in a time loop for eternity and kill you that way, but, such is the dangers of existence.
Or spend however long I damn well need to find that damn scepter.
Yeah. As long as I need, literally, eternity. Haha. Anyway, see you guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
Or the enemy of mine who's never showed up again. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Next
Lyndall of
week.
Knight's Reach, Master of Time.
Pretty much.